internet. I'm HamsterBomb.
And I'm Zach.
And oh my god, I'm so sorry that took so freaking long. We had some technical problems. Don't worry about it. You waited long enough, okay? We're gonna get right into this. We're gonna play some more NES, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, on our NES quest, I believe last time we finished all games in the letter A.
We did.
However, before we move on to B, I want to make sure that we're a little proactive here. We didn't really do this in Atari because something broke. I didn't have more cores to try. This time is not like last time. I have like 8 different NES cores. I showed them to Zach before we started this. I can do it. I just need to find, like, Air Fortress. You said to try Air Fortress again. I'm just going to boot it because the menu looked like crap before. If it's working, there we go. It was supposed to be a flying space station. Oh my god, that looks nice.
That makes a ton more sense.
Yeah, it does. Man, I want to live there. That looks cool.
Do you, though? Especially where it's, like, overrun by all sorts of monsters? Yeah.
So anyway, that's what Air Fortress was supposed to look like. Now, we checked that. Jack Appleton, sorry for making you wait so long here. I'm sorry. It's been such a long time. And I don't remember the next game we were going to. Was it Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, AD&D Hills Far.
Alright, so it's not in this folder. Okay, by the way, I looked this up, because I'm buying NES games, like real ones, plugging them in. While I was on my trip this week, Zach actually went out of his way and bought a copy of Blaster Master and tried it out on my NES. How was that, by the way, on real hardware? How'd that play?
It runs fantastic, honestly, and it looks good, it feels good. I actually prefer...
CRT screens, too, change everything. Like, honestly, I could try to simulate that up here, but it's really not the same. Like, we'll try it for a little bit just to say I did it, but... Like, the filters are nowhere near the same thing. Like, the colors aren't even the same. So I'm
Makes
sorry
it
I cut you
look
off. I asked you a
darker.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like the CRT filters on most of these. It makes everything look darker and less sharp, but whatever. But regardless, it's really good. Like I said, it feels really good to play. It's just a fantastic game all around, and for $10, especially with the market the way it is for secondhand games.
Bad. Because I saw that thing. Now, I know you did a little cleaning with it, but, like, I have never seen an NES cartridge look so clean. So, Zach either is, like, great at cleaning these things, or he bought an immaculate cartridge. So, either way, that is great. Because when I was on my trip, I found an old game shop. Well, Kim found the old game shop. Okay, let's be clear here. I want to make sure she doesn't come bust in the room like, no, you didn't. And they had a bunch of old games there. It was cool, like a ColecoVision in its box, an Atari 2600 in its box. Roughed up boxes, and stacks of all sorts of mishmash controllers and things like that. And a lot of Magic the Gathering cards. It was like a board game shop. It was like 3 different stores in one, so they had like 3 different registers, but like the same person was running them. It was, I don't know what they're doing with their business, but it was a cool shop. And I was digging through their stuff, and I found a copy of Ninja Gaiden, but it was so filthy. They had an NES ready to test, and they popped it in, it booted, and they said, oh, here, you want to try it out? It's like, okay, well, I mean, like, the only thing I know to check for and make sure that the game's running properly is, like, the hardest thing I can make the system do is try to jump cancel, so I was, like, trying to flicker my fingers, because in Ninja Gaiden, if you, like, tap down while you jump, after you jump and slash, you cancel the slash, and you can slash again. That's how you try to rapid-fire kill, like, Jackio really fast. You can, like, flicker that, so... It functioned, so I brought it home because I told them, like, they said, oh, well, you got a 30-day return. Like, you don't understand. I live 200 miles south of you. Like, this is for keeps. So I brought it home. I cleaned it up. I haven't, like, booted it yet, but I want to. And I just finished cleaning that. I was like, oh, I should probably, I got this stuff out. I'm going to clean Zach's Blaster Master and make sure it looks good, too. Like, this thing looks amazing.
No, I spent a lot of time making sure those contacts were clean. I went through like 4 Q-tips with my 91% isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah, see, I don't have the good stuff. My best is like 71. I was still able to get off some.
Fine.
Yeah, I was able to get off some permanent marker on the side of my Ninja Gaiden, which I was scared wasn't gonna come off. It was, I think it was a price written on the side of it, $80. It didn't cost me $80. Like, I paid $18 for it, which it's actually a pretty good deal for Ninja Gaiden 1. If you see any of the Ninja Gaiden games out and about, by the way, look for 3. 3 is the expensive one. It's like $150. It's insane.
Yeah.
1 and 2 you can probably swing for around 25. I was fortunate enough that Ninja Gaiden was in such it was so filthy that I got it for like 18 and it functioned. But anyway, long tangent short. Arkista's Ring was probably the MVP game we played last time. It was awesome. And I looked it up out of curiosity. That game is like $80 loose at the cheapest.
Yep.
And that's probably for like a, markered up cartridge, a complete mess. Yeah. So, no thankies. Alright, so Dungeons and Dragons. We actually tried a few different things here. So, first of all, it was Heroes of the Lance. Had this killer cover, right? We didn't even save where we were. But I was curious, okay? I was asking Zach, since it was taking us so long to get this to work, and we can see some of these scan line filters. Hopefully it looks okay. Curious. What were the controls for this? Why was nothing working when we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, Lance of the whatever?
Yep.
You will not believe the controls for this game.
It's messed up. No wonder we couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. They're the absolute stupidest controls. I'm just gonna read this. And welcome, Sinanju Steins, MK3. Welcome. It has been a while. I've been on a trip, and I do have SMT5 ready, so I've got a lot of stuff I want to do. We're working on figuring out the video stuff. I couldn't do it because I was on a trip. But anyway, controls for this absolute mess of a game. So, I'm going to run through everything that is in here in order, okay? Okay, because there's not a lot of buttons on an NES controller, okay? You got me?
Nope.
Start does nothing, okay? Select brings up and exits your menu. We found that out. Up, which you hold up, enters a door. Okay, that's it. Down, you hold to enter a door in the other direction. You can walk left and right. We found that out. A does nothing. B does nothing.
So
if you want to jump, up in A. If you want to duck, down in A.
Why?
If you what? They're so bad. Like, A and B don't do anything unless you're like pushing directions. It's like, God, it's terrible. And then like during combat, everything else changes. The menu, everything changes again. Like, it is a mess, man. Oh, you didn't live stream last weekend. What's going on? I was on a trip.
Yep, he was away.
Yep, I was physically incapable of doing it. I apologize. But yeah, it's not like I was having fun or anything. I was stuck with my extended family, and goddamn, do they piss me off. Anyway, so we're gonna play Hillsfar. I switched the core for this one. This one should actually boot this time, so we can take a look at it. Its controls are probably just as bass-ackwards as the last game. So
yep. Well, it's Strategic Simulations Incorporated, so it's probably going to function a lot like Pool of Radiance.
At least it's booted.
Yeah, it didn't boot last time, did it?
No. CRT filter actually looks okay here. I mean, yeah, it's kind of dark, but
yep, it's exactly gonna be like Pool of Radiance.
Let's ride this current character. This option is for games in progress. Right. Load a character to ride, generate a... So you got to make a character and then run through the whole thing. This is gonna take a long time. So
there was load of pre-rolled character if you hit B.
Oh shoot, was there?
Yeah.
Well, too late now. All right, so we're a female halfling who is a fighter thief.
Absolutely.
And she is chaotic evil. Don't mess with her.
Man, okay.
And her name is F I M O P P Y. Fimoppy.
Hi, Moppy. Okay.
Fimoppy. Yes. Saving character, hit button. Ride current character. Games in progress. Right. Load a character to ride. Fimoppy. Alright. You currently have 24 hit points. You are at your campsite. Do you wish to enter?
Yes.
I have a choice. Well, sure.
Oh, it just takes you back to the campsite. Oh, I thought it meant like, do you wish to enter?
Right, so ride a certain character. Current points. Alright. Here we go.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So is it gonna, like, say, like, you ran into a bunch of slimes that we're about to step on? What the?
Oh, is it up A to jump?
Oh my god.
It is.
Oh my god, it is.
Oh, it's Pony Canyon who did this conversion as well. That makes... Yeah.
If I hold right, it speeds up.
Yep.
I'm hitting up an A, man. But
You're
I know
probably getting, like, blunt damage from each fall you're taking.
Okay, you gotta go super early. Okay, here we go. We can do this. We can figure this out.
Why did we have to have this?
I don't know. For jail last weekend, I went to, my... It's kind of confusing. My grandmother has a place up in Michigan, and it's barely Michigan. I drive north from Ohio, and the first exit I see, I'm getting off. That's where we're going. But anyway, it used to be a really nice lake, kind of isolated, not a lot of people up there. They had about... Long story, don't really want to get into it too much. But, it's become very populated. So, I mean, in some ways it's better because there's better, like, stores and things in the nearby vicinity instead of it being in the middle of nowhere. Downside, there's a million boats out there, and every single corner of the lake is occupied with a new house. We have 24 hit points. You are at the city of Hillsfar. Sure, let's enter the city. Let's check out... Whoa.
Your left side stables, you're right.
Oh, I'm walking through the maze. Okay, of the city. Let's go to Town Square down there. That looks kind of interesting.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get our quest from the Lord of the Castle there.
Yeah, or see the local hanging or the witch burning, you know. Always fun. Wait, the door's locked. Will you pick it? We are a thief.
You are a thief. A chaotic evil thief.
Alright. Hurry up and pick the lock. You have, removed some sort of trap. Hurry, time is running out. Well, oh my god, so I have to look at the... You failed to pick the lock. Oh my god. What happened to the trap? Did it blow up or something?
No, I think it's permanently locked. Like, try to walk into the castle again.
Door's locked. Will you pick? No, you can try again. I'm gonna say no. We don't. Will you open it? Yes.
Yes.
Oh god, here we go again. Okay. Do not try to open this lock. Use physical strength. Pick the lock with an object. Use a knock ring to open. I didn't even get a chance to read my options. It has cost you 5 hit points of poison. Oh no.
Well, I guess this is the end of
really
Philoppy.
Doesn't want you in there. Yeah. I think Philoppy's not going to make it very far here. In front of you, a door, or to your left side, to your right side door. Oh, this is really advanced, actually.
Yeah, this reminds me of The Bard's Tale, where you actually can explore the town from first person and explore it like one of the dungeons.
Mm-hmm. A stranger approaches you and says, I have some information that might be useful to you. I will let you have it for 40 pieces.
No.
No.
Philoppy is a thief, chaotic evil. I'll find my own information.
Yeah, or he just gave up something important. The fact that he knows something. And now we can kill him for it.
Yes. Because that's what a chaotic evil person would actually do.
Mm-hmm. How dare you actually tell me? Alright, a door. The door is locked. Will you pick it? No. It looks like will you open it? No. You did not enter the door in front of you. Alright, so there are so many freaking doors. Oh, a chapel? Mm-hmm. Can I heal there from falling off my horse like 6 times? Magic shop. That's gotta be open, right? Search the area, found nothing.
Oh.
Might on the wrong side. Do I have to open from?
Oh, yeah.
I have to pick the lock to the magic shop? If I say no,
that's the shrine.
Open the door. Oh my god, here we go. Okay. Do not try to open this lock, use physical strength. Sure. This trap has cost you 3 hit points. Oh my god.
Maybe because you're chaotic evil, you can't get in?
So they just detect what kind of person I am and lock their door when I come near?
I guess so. I never understood how alignments, like, work like that. Like, it just always bothered me, because it's like, just play your character the way you want. Why does everything have to be, like, just bound by... Yeah.
I thought that was strange, too. Like, you know...
Like, I get it.
If I, as like, me as a person, am like, oh, this is what I would do in that situation. You know, like, and the DM has to stop being so, no, your character is a lawful good. You wouldn't do that. Like,
right, or they tell you, if you do this, your alignment will be shifted.
We're gonna fight in the arena.
Yeah, go for it.
Lefty, the left-handed orc. Okay.
Oh.
We're gonna see some combat here. Whoa! It's like the Immortal.
Real time.
Are those bells I'm hearing? He'll remember that hit. How do I hurt him? Where did that come from?
He's saying that because you're actually smacking him around.
Am I?
Yep.
I don't really understand how to... I guess it's all D-pad.
A and B is not doing anything?
No, no, why would they? It's a Dungeons and Dragons game, they don't do crap.
Why would that work? Oh, you won?
Okay. I just kind of swung it around. Can you imagine, like, a little halfling, a little angry halfling with a stick just beat up an orc? Oh, and that's that? Well, do I win anything?
You're able to gain access to the,
Oh my god, that's expensive, lady. You may buy a healing potion for 250 gold pieces. I mean, like, the art's really cool.
Yeah.
I can see
the thing is...
This would, oh my. A mage approaches you and introduces himself as Whack Rathar. He asks you, would you like to see a magic trick? Yeah. Alright. I'm ready for the whack magic trick. Poof! Suddenly there is a pile of gold in front of you. Oh. Can I search the area?
Examine? Yeah.
Search the area, found nothing. Oh, what? Did my gold go up?
Oh,
Where's my gold? Gold point?
Look, you've got 1,080.
Yeah, if that's gold. GP, gold points. It's with the rest of my stats,
Gold pieces, yep.
Gold piece, baby. Alright. So anyway, this actually functions, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
You're unfortunately by yourself. But,
well, you can make more party members, I would hope.
Right. Now, I think everything else booted okay. Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle was a lovely place to leave it off last time, because that was probably one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. Managed to get a copy of Pokemon Pearl, which arrived today. Perfect time, because I actually got the Pokedex in Diamond as done as it can be without trading yesterday. Very cool.
There you go. Nice.
I know that even if you play Platinum, which is like the definitive version of Gen 4, it like runs faster. They spruced up a lot of stuff. Like you surf at double speed, because for some reason Diamond and Pearl are like in freaking slow motion. They were not optimized for the DS yet, they were too early. Even if you're playing Platinum, which has loads more Pokemon in it, you still need Diamond and Pearl, because they are exclusive Pokemon you will only see in those. It's like Perugly, and Glameow, Stuntank, and Stunky. See, I don't remember... It's been too long, I'm forgetting most of my Pokemon already. Alright, it's time for the bees, buddy.
So many bees!
Bees! LJN Toys Ltd. Back to the Future. LJN, this is sounding like an AVGN episode.
I think this was.
Back to the Future. Yeah, I remember this crappy music. Alright, so start to play. Let's give it a try. See, it can't be that bad, right? Hill Valley!
This
was actually, I've been reading a lot of, Nintendo Power.
Uh-huh.
And it's really fun seeing, like, what people were excited about. And, like, this is one of those games. People were like, yeah, this is gonna be good. Back to the Future? How can that be bad?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like...
I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of the Back to the Future movies.
I'm surprised to hear that from you.
Yeah, like, I love Robert Zemeckis' works, and I love Michael J. Fox and all them, but...
Yeah.
It's the time-traveling aspect.
Yeah, time travel, like... I'm with you there. If it's not done perfectly, I have so many problems with it.
Yeah, like, and even, like, especially if you, like, watch reviews of stuff like time travel movies or shows later, and people are like, well, what about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, yeah, that was...
Bad time travel, in my opinion, is what ruined, Tears of the Kingdom. It's like not understanding your own rules and just, like, violating stuff. Yeah, I'm with you there. It can ruin a really great, otherwise, product, you know, that would just, you know, like, the movie should be great. Why is everyone just trying to murder Marty? What's going on?
See, I'm mostly familiar with Back to the Future Part 2, so I know it's not Biff who's trying to kill you for the almanac, so I guess everyone's like, time traveler, we must get him.
I guess, but, like, what's this girl with the hula hoops doing?
I don't know. Were hula hoops a thing in the 50s? I thought that was later.
We're only getting 1 second a time when I touch a clock, by the way. Oh, did I get a weapon? Yes!
My thing, too, is
How
like...
many of these do I have?
I don't know.
Boom! Yeah, okay, now it's a game, man. I thought it was just like run and you get murdered. But no, you actually have like a weapon. I don't know what it is. Like, Back to the Future doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's already gone. So maybe I only had like 3 shots.
Jack Appleton wishes to say they still need Milotic in Diamond, but honestly, screw that for the time being.
Milotic, yeah, man. Honestly, like, now this might be an unpopular opinion here, but I feel like the games need to respect when they made one Pokemon super rare and, like, actually keep them that way. Like, okay, here, I actually beat the first level. Yeah. So, like, Zach, you played Gen 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think we've seen enough of this game. I can't stand music. Like, okay. So, Generation 3 in Pokemon, probably Feebas is one of my favorite, how do I describe this? Ways that they have decided to hide a Pokemon in a game.
Oh,
it is genius. Because some people have actually, like actual in-game characters talk about, like they caught this really weird Pokemon in the river, and they've never seen one like it, or like, there's people who say stuff like that. Yeah. And if you go out into the giant jungle, the rainforest of Hoenn,
yep,
and surf anywhere, any tile, and start fishing, you're mostly gonna find 100% Magikarps. However, there is one tile, one random tile every in-game day, okay, which is a real day.
Yep.
That will also give you like a 25% chance of finding Feebas. So that means you need to fish at least like 5 times in every single tile of this giant river in order to find this legendary rare fish. And then when you get it, you have another whole level on top of that to even evolve the thing. You have to collect a bunch of blueberries, mix them in the mixers in order to make beauty pellets to increase its beauty stat, which was only in Gen 3. And only when it's high enough and maxed out and you level it up will it evolve into Milotic. Sometimes you can't even do it in your game. Like, if you foolishly got rid of a bunch of berries and didn't plant new ones, or like you didn't grab the new crops, yeah. It was tough. And I did it. I authentically did it, and I thought it was like I because of all that struggle, it makes you really care about, you know, the thing you worked for. You know, and I think that's what they don't think about anymore. They just, like, throw a bunch of really great stuff. Like, I remember, X and Y, like, somewhere in the beginning of that game, like, the first few routes, I don't even think you fight a gym leader yet. They give you access in the grass, not even rare, you can find Larvitar. It was supposed to be, like, yeah, like the ultimate rare Pokemon of Gen 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, a genius thing about Larvitar in Gen 2, not, you know, not, the newer ones, where they just like don't seem to understand how the game works. Larvitar was only in Mount Silver, which you needed to beat all 16 badges in order to even access. After talking to Professor Oak, it doesn't let you in. And then when you get in there, all the Pokemon in the wild are like high 30s, mid 40s for their level. If you encounter a Larvitar in Mount Silver, it is in the teens. And it's a single stage. You will likely accidentally kill it and not be prepared to even catch that thing. It, like, that's clever. You know, like, we don't get that kind of stuff. All right, so some story thing is going on here.
Yeah, it's summarizing Back to the Future Part 2.
All right.
Yeah.
This one, I'm pretty sure we actually get to, like, drive the car around. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and you gotta drop yourself off,
yeah, okay. All right, we're going left. You know, man, I play me some Metroid all the time, so that's what we're gonna do. Is B run? No. Alright, it's that dude from... Oh my god, it's the Spiny from Mario, and here's the... What's that guy from Mega Man?
Oh, the little dude that hides and fires at you, yeah.
Oh, apparently the arrow was a doorway. Now it's a Rinka from Metroid. Alright, so... Biff's. Welcome to Biff's Beer Yard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, man. That's inaccessible for now. I think you need to, like, go far enough and you'll get to your car again.
something. I don't remember how this game works.
Am I supposed to touch that?
No idea. Your guess is as good as mine.
Whoa! No, that didn't work. Okay. I almost did like this trick you can do in Metroid 1 where you can walk off a ledge as a morph ball. Come out. If you come out of the morph ball, you're allowed to jump even midair. And that trick, it lets you go so far. Oh,
they really give you a lot of coyote time. Yeah.
That reminds me. So,
yeah.
Of reading Nintendo Power.
Yes. Oh yeah.
This won't go off until. Oh, and it kills me. Oh my god. Well, that kind of makes sense. That would freaking hurt.
Yeah.
But whoa. What?
Oh, that's the
it's the skateboard.
Hoverboard. Yeah. And you lost it.
Yep, it's gone. I guess keep going left.
Might as well.
So I was trying to say, oh, you can Mario with the enemies. Well, of course you can.
Okay, that's good.
Why not?
But anyway,
there are a bunch of Mario enemies.
Nintendo Power.
Nintendo Power. So I was reading, the air. What? Don't you do it again! What is happening? This game is garbage, man.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
Thanks for the inflation conversion, $100, kid. Now get lost. Anyway, yeah, Nintendo Power. You're reading that.
Oh. So it's just an enemy I killed. Anyway, so yeah, the newest thing that was at the... What I was reading... What's with this enemy? Oh, okay. It jumps at me. Metroid 2 for the Game Boy's coming out, and by the time they did the first issue of Nintendo Power, Metroid was already an established game, one of the most popular games on the console, actually. And, and that's not just me saying that. Like, they actually had, like, player polls and whatnot talking about their favorite games. And Metroid was... I was surprised at how high up it was. However, to get ready for Metroid 2, and since they hadn't done... Oh, I got a key.
Alright.
Is that for the door? Nope, that's not a real door. Why would you think that's a door, you idiot? They did a full review of Metroid 1. And by review, I mean, like, they did a full player's guide, like a strategy guide kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. But they do it with, like, all this unique art. Like, Nintendo Power's amazing. Like, the art, was amazing. Like, the one I just read was on Super Castlevania 4. And it's not just one game. Like, now, sometimes, rarely, there's one game that comes out that is so big, they dedicate the entire issue to that. Alright, so you can't step on a Spiny, because it's from Mario. We've seen enough of this game.
Yeah.
So anyway, in that issue, where they're talking about bad dudes, no, they're talking about Metroid 1. They show a bunch of tricks and stuff to help you get through the game. Stuff that they had already learned back then, which was super interesting. Like, they already discovered Justin Bailey, the password.
Nice.
But they didn't know or think of doing huge, obvious stuff. I would think of, like, the Death Warp that you can do in Zelda and Metroid 1. Like, telling people how fast you could scale through the game if you just Death Warp.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like, they never recommended that and never said anything about it. They never said anything about the Morph Ball double jump thing, which helps you get so many tricks and energy tanks, missile expansions. Like, it's huge. They don't even mention that stuff. And my favorite, one of my favorite things that they showed in there, were you Blade or Striker, by the way?
Let's see, who's got the bigger chest? Blade.
Blade, yeah, he's got the Rob Liefeld. He's turning sideways, and they're actually, like, puffing out sideways.
Yeah.
Striker just has, like, a butt cheek going down his chest. That's not the same, man. We want an actual chest. So, they show a picture of Samus in the leotard at the end of the game, if you beat it in under 2 hours. And they have this big thing called Best Ending, and they talk about how to get to it in under 2 hours. And I'm looking at it like... Oh my god, they actually don't know that you can beat the game faster than that and get another ending where she's in a goddamn bikini. Oh my god!
Yep. You're a bad dude. You gotta say President Ronnie and get that cheeseburger.
Is that what it said? I'm glad one of us
the president is
paid attention.
kidnapped. Yep, president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president? Good luck.
Well, wouldn't a bad dude not care?
Yeah, but you're bad.
Or
The
bad guy rescues the president. Because, you know, the U.S. president always sucks in every era. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter when or where you are. U.S. president, he's also a bad dude. Never mind, this game is great. It's like Final Fight stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, since I was reading Super Castlevania 4, like that era, early Super Nintendo, right?
Yes.
Their rankings for like player polls for the most popular Super Nintendo games, number 3 at one point, if you can believe it, was Final Fight.
I can believe it.
Well, here, hold on. You want to hear what was like number 10? We saw enough of bad dudes. Number 10 was like Link to the Past.
Oh.
Like, there's some amazing stuff that was already out. Super Castlevania was like number 18. Okay? Like, there's some amazing stuff that is already out, and they are not playing it. And now they're all playing, like, no, Final Fight's cool. But, like, it's an arcade game. And yeah, the Super Nintendo port's pretty cool. But, like,
yeah.
Link to the Past! Like, what are you doing? Now, Super Metroid doesn't exist, so they're not all complete fools.
Not right.
Not
Earthbound isn't out yet, so again, they don't realize to invest in Earthbound yet.
That may be the craziest thing I've ever seen in a Nintendo Power. Okay, I showed you a picture of this, Zach. I don't think I showed this to anybody else. The most confusing screen I've ever seen. Now, the Super Nintendo doesn't even exist yet, okay? They're just talking about NES games. They had like a full issue on Ninja Gaiden 2. Because it was like, oh my god, they made another Ninja Gaiden. This is gonna be amazing. Everybody loved Ninja Gaiden back then. And it kind of slowly fell off, just due to, you know, them trying to make the game even harder. So, before we get to bad news baseball, there is an actual snippet of an article that you can read of upcoming games for the NES system. And one of them is called Earthbound. And it shows screenshots of Mother 1. Okay?
Yep.
Which never came to the West on the NES, by the way, okay? They were talking about a game called Earthbound. It was supposed to come over. So apparently, somehow this got to the people at Nintendo Power that there was which is kind of like the Nintendo Direct of this era. Okay? Like, you gotta go back in time, like, think that's where your everything came from. So imagine you're watching a Nintendo Direct, and you got this huge game that's supposed to come out, right? And then, like, 10 years later, you finally get a game of that title on another system, and the screenshots look nothing like it, what you saw. You want to know what that was. And then, like, it take another, you know, like, 20 years before you go, like, oh, shoot. It did come out, but only in Japan, and it was called Mother. Earthbound was the name of Mother 2, which is what I actually played. And oh yeah, there's a third one for the Game Boy Advance we just never saw.
Even though they were showing us for Mother 3 the Nintendo 64 DD development when it was 3D.
Just gonna push some random buttons here. Kurt, I'm gonna put you in front. Alright, let's go.
Yep, go.
Alright, yep.
San Francisco versus LA? Yep, we got this.
Bad news baseball. You know who I need for my first player? I need, whoa, that went fast. Did I just trip and I went out?
Yep.
Oh my god! Man, they script. What's with the bunny? Come on.
Dead.
Oh my god!
Man, San Francisco is out for blood.
3 flyouts. Anyway, I was gonna say, give me Pablo Sanchez, and we're set. Yo! There. Extra points for anybody who knows Pablo Sanchez. What are you doing? Oh god, it's gonna be like this again. You saw that? Like, I don't know which guy I'm controlling. Can I hit my pitch? No, he swung at it, idiot. I can strike him out like this. Woo! Dude! I got a strikeout in bad news baseball. Oh, that guy wasn't foul. Okay, that's 1 strike. Hey, everyone, we got packed seats tonight.
Yeah. But yeah,
come on, somebody catch that.
I was,
what are you doing? Throw the damn ball!
I was looking at old development
happening?
screenshots of Mother 3, or Earthbound 2, as it would have been called here in the States,
right.
when it was originally supposed to be made for the Nintendo 64 disk drive.
Oh, Christ. Can somebody else please run for the... Why are we making the pitcher do this? The pitcher! Why the pitcher?
The pitcher is the one who's trying to advocate for higher pay on his end, and everyone's like, okay, you want to be the big man on campus? Run after the ball.
They made the pitcher run all the way to the freaking outfield.
But it just makes me wonder, like, what would the game have been like if it actually was released for the N64, but the game would have been so cut back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because from what I understand...
Unless it was using 2D graphics, which I don't really remember anything on the N64 that basically did a Symphony of the Night on a 3D console.
The only thing I can think is Mischief Makers from Treasure, and that's it.
And I haven't even played that one, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, like, nothing really did that for Nintendo. Which is a shame, because... God, Symphony is... like, arguably the best game on that console, if it weren't for the fact that Metal Gear Solid and Xenogears also exist on the PS1.
Right.
Like, Symphony is so freaking great.
Symphony is
Bad
amazing.
Street Brawler. We're playing all the bad games back to back. Mattel. What's with the jittering? Is that actually part of the scan lines?
It is.
I didn't think they actually jittered anything.
Oh, wait.
That's not the...
Oh, this game ain't working right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right either. Oh, well, never mind. Now it's good. Never trouble till trouble troubles you.
I understand, but why?
Okay, so...
Oh, is this like a Bayonetta Devil May Cry thing? You're actually practicing your moves?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is kind of cool, and it's actually showing me the names of everything on here.
Interesting.
Alright. That was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Alright, so how bad of a dude are we? Are we rescuing the President of the United States?
Nah, we're not that bad.
Yeah. Like, man, I don't want to get into politics, but oh my god.
Yeah,
this country always scares me,
now.
But like...
I know. It's...
yeah.
It's crazy, but for right now, it's... Yeah, but for right now, let's just... Yeah.
Yeah. The only, I guess, good news, or, like, positive message I would say is, like, it shouldn't matter how bad of a human being somebody is. It's never okay to attempt to kill somebody. Never.
No.
Never.
No.
And, to bully an old man out of a race, though, that might be okay. What's the goal here?
You gotta beat this dude up.
Where are we?
I don't know. You just gotta beat him up.
I love that he bounced off of the wall, and he went right back into my attack.
Yes.
Man, the stinking dogs.
Because from what I understand, when Mother 3 actually... Because Mother 3 was canceled.
Yeah.
But then it was finally rebooted for the Game Boy Advance, and the nice thing was, the whole story was still intact. Like, they didn't cut anything, just...
Yeah, I believe it was another magic moment of Satoru Iwata. We're not playing any farther. That game doesn't play that well.
Yeah, I didn't think so. No. But yeah, no, Satoru Iwata and Shigeru Miyamoto both were like, yeah, no, just finish this up, Shigesato Itoi. And he's like, okay, fine, whatever.
All right, challenge.
Pebble Beach.
Yeah, because I think they had to start the entire development cycle over for Mother 3.
Yes. They did. Which I do have that installed on my 3DS to play at some point. Mother 3.
Shh, no, you don't.
Hey guys, do you know it's really easy to hack your 3DS?
Really
not saying,
easy. Yeah.
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying it's really easy to do.
I'm not saying I did it for him.
Right. And I'm not saying I didn't find means to put Mother 3 on there. I don't have Mother 3.
Oh shoot.
Reggie Fils-Aimé is the only one who has Mother 3 in North America.
Right.
So.
Okay, so I'm choosing a direction. Okay, so we're gonna aim this way. Did I just miss?
Oh,
so you tap twice. I was holding it. What? No?
Tap it 3 times.
Tap. Okay, yeah, tap 3 times. That's weird.
That is really weird.
We got a shot. Let's try and at least get the ball in the hole. Say we barely attempted. Okay, it's saying a 3 wood, so I'm gonna take its word on that.
Yeah, might as well. The game knows more about golf than I do, so.
I was a caddy for like 2 years, maybe longer. I don't remember, but.
Yeah, I think you'd said something about that last time.
Oh, yeah. 3 iron. We're that far away?
You are... What? You can't be.
There's no way. Yeah, I thought so! Give me a 3 iron. What was that about?
Heavy rough.
Uh-huh. Well, now I gotta... Oh my god.
Oh.
We're getting there.
Recover.
We'll get there.
Okay, good. There you go.
8 yards
Green.
to the hole. Thanks for giving me some sort of distance here. I can't judge how far things are. Like, that's why I was like, 3 iron? But it looks like it's right there. So if you don't know in golf, the clubs are numbered based on, like, you could think of it like the degrees, but it's harsher than that. So, like, a club, like the main club is usually like a 1 or a 2. They'll call it woods. Wood, because it used to be made out of wood. And then an iron, because it's made out of iron. And it has different angles of how far back it is. The bigger the number, the more you're shooting it farther. Good, he's using the goddamn putter. Alright, so I'm gonna assume I want to do it there. No, I have no idea how to gauge this at all.
No idea.
But it looks like, oh my god, there's also, like, angles to it. You see the arrows?
Oh, just like in NES Golf. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna hit it slightly harder than that. What happened? I'm just as far away. Okay. That wasn't. Now it's downhill, so now we're just gonna tap this. Click! Wait, come on. What are you doing? What do you mean question marks? What do you mean
did question? Did it not go in?
I don't know. That's it.
Oh, okay. It did. Oh, it was just like, how many strokes did you take? Oh my god. I think that's what it was saying. Barbie!
Yeah, good point, Cameron. Too bad practicing combos in Bayonetta is pointless. Most combos don't work consistently and you can mash your way through. Yep. It's a mess. But at least, like, they show you, like, oh, if you do this and this and this repeatedly, it should do that. But, like, most people on that screen were just trying to see, like, alright, which button should I mash for the best attack combo? And when I want to jump, which one should I push? Barbie! Just Barbie! Alright, so there's a bunch of Barbie on, Super Nintendo. I've actually played, like, every Barbie Super Nintendo game. Kim thought it was funny.
Kind of is.
And I played one for Clover. That is horrifying! Look at that
shape.
Right! My god!
It's like a little uncanny, yeah.
Yeah, her hair was like flames. Like, her eyes just faded to black. Like, that was some horror movie nonsense.
And her legs looked like too shiny a plastic. Yeah.
Oh, Barbie's a trademark. Yeah, obviously. Once Upon a Dream. Wow, what a great book. I love reading about mermaids. But, yawn, I'm getting sleepy now.
Wow, I know that they were trying to play up her dumb blonde.
Yeah, dumb blonde. I'm having lunch at the soda shop. What?
Oh, she's gonna dream about the soda shop.
Ken at the party tomorrow. But yawn. First, I have to go up to the hall to pick up that new outfit. So much to do. Oh, I know, your life is just a complete disaster, isn't it, lady?
Oh
she can sleep sitting up, too. Whoa, alright, here we go, gameplay. Oh, I have... Wait, I can chuck money at people? Here's some money. You want some money?
Here, Pores, get out of my way.
Yeah, I touched my Z's. Or is this my dream I'm trying to wake up from? Maybe that's what's going on.
Maybe.
Yeah, take that! Take some money! Take some money! Oh, okay.
Dog, take some money.
Dog, take some money, dog! How am I supposed to dodge this?
Jump over it?
Oh, good idea. Let's try to jump over it. This is my height of jump, okay?
Good, yeah, go for it.
Here, dog. Good boy. Here's some money. What? What's happening?
You're hitting the dog with money, and he's going, ow.
Yep. Can I touch him? Is he good? Is he a good boy? No, he's not a good boy.
Aww. No, this is the era before you could pet dogs in video games.
Can you imagine, like, you're so self-centered that your dreams all go around, like, intense materialism for one thing, but also, like, the blocks and everything are just, like, logos of her first initial? How am I supposed to get past this stuff?
I don't think you're supposed to. Just tank it, my dude.
Yeah, I don't see a health gauge anywhere.
You've got 4 Zs left. You had 6 before.
Oh! Wait, what?
You gave the toucan money, and you got 50 more... No, you didn't get 50 more points. You just went out.
But see that thing refreshing up there? I tried to jump up on top of this thing, and I couldn't get there. Touch the bird, nothing happens. Oh, awesome. So there is a way to jump higher. Okay.
Your boxes have money. Get out of my way.
Alright, so I can switch to different... Whoa! Can really chuck money. Alright. Can I chuck money all the way up there? No. Can Barbie give it a... Ugh!
So,
okay, not too much.
Have you watched the Barbie movie, perchance?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Do you have an interest to watch the Barbie movie?
No. Does anybody in the comments have an interest to watch the Barbie movie?
I kind of want to watch it.
Oh, so you haven't? Okay. My sister
no, not yet.
has, and she actually really hated it. No, or she really loved it. I don't. She was passionate about it. That's all I got from her ranting. I don't really remember. I didn't really listen to much.
I heard that it's actually supposed to be interesting and actually pretty good, from what I understand.
Yeah, it's like a modern Barbie. Like very, very modern, from what I heard. That was, I think, the stuff she didn't like.
Yeah, and it's Margot Robbie. I mean, it's like it's
Bard's Tale.
Yeah. Oh, they actually ported that to the NES?
Looks like it.
I love this game.
God, no, movie's a money grab and a half. It absolutely was. The Bard's Tale, Tales of the Unknown. You are in the Adventurers Guild. Leave the guild, check your status, share gold. It's not even a menu, okay? This is just what happened when we started this. Let's leave. You can't leave the guild if you don't have adventurers. Collect your party members first. Okay, fine.
Go to party.
Party at member. You have no characters beside the ones in your party. Break up. No one is in the party.
You gotta roll your characters.
Create. Create. Select the occupation of the character. Well,
you want
bard.
Oh yeah, you need a bard in there.
You selected a bard. Do you want this character? Yeah. Name your character. His name is...
Poop.
M-A-Q-U-Z. Why?
Macuzzi.
Macuzzi. Alright. Now, select the occupation of the named character. We have a wizard.
Of course.
Do you want this character? Yes. Name your new character. His name is... V. W. A. K.
Whack.
Whack. Create. Select the occupation of the character. We are making a sorcerer.
Yep.
Who thinks he's just as good as the wizard. His name is... K. How did I spell whack? I'm trying to do it backwards. V-W...
V-W-A-K.
A-K. Okay, so W. A. B. Quav.
A wave.
Alright, new character. We're gonna have a party of 4, I guess. We're gonna have a warrior. We need somebody to actually fight.
You need 6, I think.
6? Holy crap.
Yep.
So I gotta have one of everybody.
Basically. His name is...
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Glorf. Alright, create.
Glorf, yep.
Select the occupation of the new character, so we need a hunter and a rogue. So let's get a rogue. Selected a rogue! Do you want this character? Yes! Name your new character. His name is... Pebbles.
Oh, okay.
Pebbles. Create.
Right.
Select the occupation of the named character. Hunter is the last one. Alright, Zach, you wanna name Hunter?
Yeah, sure, I'll name the hunter.
What's his name?
Their name is going to be, O.
Okay.
U.
CH.
How did you know? Go, yeah, his name's Ouch.
Alright, done.
That's it. Alright, we're gonna add members.
Done again. Oh, add member. Right.
Yep. So we
Who do you
need
want to add to your party? Well, everybody. Maquaz, Vwok, Quav, Glorf, Pebbles, and Ouch. Right,
I think you've messed up your party order. You need to rearrange that a little bit.
Why?
The Bard, the Wizard, and Sorcerer are in the front line. They're gonna get wrecked as soon as you run into anything.
I don't care.
That's fine, just for the purpose of the video, whatever.
Yeah, for the purpose of trying it, I really don't care. Alright, let's leave the guild. This is not something that I am intending on beating. Oh, it's
Pebbles
first-person dungeon.
Yep. Oh, and it auto maps. Oh, that's good.
Isn't that amazing? This is actually... Here we go. Alright, here is a monster. Whom? 10 orc, 20 orc.
Oh, 1 orc, 2 orcs. Oh, you need to...
Fight or run,
you need to...
fight.
Yep.
What will Maquazi do? Maquazi, Bard Song, has no musical instrument.
Yep. In order to be able to sing, you gotta have a musical instrument.
No, I could do it right now with nothing. Use item, equipped your musical instrument, has nothing.
Yep, you didn't spend any money
Attack.
at the...
Who do you want to attack? You can attack the party. Vwok is one of the sorcerers, so you're gonna cast. Which spell do you want to use? Arc Flame or Gleam? Arc Fire. Fire, I can read.
That's okay.
Let's attack
Second one.
Orc 1.
Yep.
Quav, you're also gonna cast. Are you better? Image of Terror, battle skill.
Image of Terror.
Image of Terror. On whom? Let's do two, maybe?
Profetcha does say Pebbles is a good name for a barbarian, not gonna lie. Yeah, it is. I appreciate that.
Oh god. Glorf can just guard?
Because he's in the back row. He can't fight.
Oh my god, what have we done?
I told you!
What have we done, Pebbles?
What have we done? What have you done, sir?
This is all your fault.
Excuse me,
Hold
sir.
on, I just want to see. There's not even animations for attacking stuff?
No.
Image of Terror. What happens? A miss. Oh, nice.
Oh, because he died, yeah.
Vwok got 2 points of damage. That's not so bad. Actually, no. Look at our HPs.
Yeah, Vwok is already dead.
Yep, Vwok's dead. Fighter
You
run.
all have an AC,
We're gonna do this. So did, like, people move up? Did the warrior move up to the top row now?
Yeah, Glorf is now in the front row, yeah.
Alright. We're gonna, with Maquazi, he can't do much of anything other than just attack, so...
Yeah, so basically what you're doing is slapping the orcs around until they die.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't have any equipment.
You need to roll a nat 20 for singing, my dude. Quav, you're gonna cast that fire again. That was the only... No, this is the Image of Terror. We're gonna battle skill this time. On who?
Glorf.
Probably Glorf. What will Glorf do? He's gonna attack. Probably...
Orc 1.
Well,
yeah,
Orc 1, the other guy's attacking. I'm gonna... The Bard so far has one-shot people. Pebbles...
That's fair.
His item has nothing. I was gonna say, could we, like, revive...
No.
Vwok?
You have to find a temple and pay to have them revived.
Of course. Glorf is more skillful. Orc attacks you. Maquazi got 7 points of damage. Maquazi's already dead. Orc attacks you. Quav got 4. Oh my god! This is,
Oh, this game don't mess around.
No, it doesn't!
Believe me,
We are fighting.
I beat this game, actually. Not the NES version, but the remake they made for the PC.
Oh my god.
Really good remake.
Cool. I was gonna say, you beat this particular one?
No. This is actually doing battle really different.
Earlier, and I would have been like, alright, I'm gonna take your advice. Let's move people where we gotta. Because otherwise I was like, it's not a big deal. It'll be fine.
No, it acts the same. I was telling you, sir.
Never told
Why did you not believe me?
Why
do you think I was giving you such specific advice?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's battle skill. Alright, we're gonna do this again. This time it's gonna be Pebbles. What will Glorf do? He's gonna attack, man. Obviously, Orc 2. Pebbles, you're also gonna attack. What do you want? Attack Orc 2. What should Ouch do? Ouch! You're gonna wait. Orc attacks you. Don't kill Quav. No! Quav's already out. Pebbles attacks. 7 points. Glorf's attack. Orc got 31 points of damage and defeated it. Oh my god. Now it's just 1.
1 Orc left, yep.
Good.
And this is all just to...
Lord.
We're
trying to escape the opening area.
Yeah.
And now finally, Ouch has a turn to do something. He is going to just regular attack, looks like. Alright, that's... Wow! Orc got 12 points of damage and defeated the Orc. We finished one. We won! But at what cost? The survivors get 16 experience points for Valor and Battle Knowledge. You find 12 gold.
That's not going to be enough to revive everyone.
No.
No, Skara Bray is not a very forgiving place, but that's actually a really cool conversion. I like it. I'll have to give that a shot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's you gotta go in with a plan. Always the wizard that dies first. Spent years studying the most powerful incantations in the best schools of magic. Then he stubs his toe on a chair, dies of 1d4 of ouchie damage.
By the way, Profetch, I just rolled for damage. Take 1 point. I have my dice with me at all times. We can
listen to it rolling loudly in the background. Trick shooting.
Oh, could you for real?
Yeah, I'm sure I would hear it if you rolled it.
I just did.
Oh, no, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
You actually rolled it?
Yeah,
oh,
I rolled it.
I didn't hear anything. You drop it on my desk, this mic picks up everything.
Look, I don't know how close it'd have to be, but here, let's try this. Hold on, wait a second.
I'm kind of surprised. This, as a sprite, I don't know what's doing it, but, that is, how do I politely say this? I think that's, like, the heaviest bunny girl I've ever seen. Here, she looks exactly how I would expect, like, all sexed up here. But on the actual menu, which I cannot skip this animation, by the way. That was even the same sound of the Duck Hunt dog laughing at you. Alright, so here, like, she puts on some weight here.
She's thick.
Yeah, she's a little thick. Wait, nothing's working, actually. Oh, it's a light gun game. It's gotta be a light gun game.
Oh, trick shooting, yeah.
That's why it's not doing anything. Also, that was why... Man, but then how on the nose can you be with the Duck Hunt dog? Because you didn't see that? Like, the Duck Hunt dog pops out, he goes... The same little
laughing at
laugh.
you, yeah.
Alright, baseball. This might actually be on NSO, because it's a black box game.
I think it is.
Oh god, I remember booting this. This music sucks. Alright, select your team. We are Team D.
Team D.
We'll be the D.
Yep.
You all wanted it. Alright.
Play ball!
Play ball! I'm the baseball. Am I the pitcher or am I the batter? Who the hell knows?
You're the batter.
Are we sure? No, I'm the pitcher, because there's no what the hell? What? No, I'm definitely the batter. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Foul ball.
Why are you running? Quit running.
I don't know. He got really excited.
He did.
Is anything gonna happen? Are we sure that I'm...
I don't know at this point.
I can't tell if I'm the batter or the pitcher. Safe. Okay. I'm not gonna push anything. If he throws... No, I'm definitely the pitcher. Okay, so I'm the pitcher. Okay. So I can actually probably pick this guy off on first if he gets too far. Can I throw it at first? No, I can't. Throw it to... You can still get the guy out.
Yep.
Run! What? Tag him! What is going on? I have the most inept team. Is that even a crowd watching the game?
We took the D. That's why.
Yeah, took the D and I couldn't get anywhere. If I can't strike him out, we're never gonna bat. So, yeah.
Let's see here, Profetch. I got my D20 with me.
Work done. We played.
What's the DC required for me to roll to sing good? Actually.
Oh, you roll like that? All right, Culture Brain presents.
He's more familiar with 5th edition D&D than I am.
Baseball Simulator 1.0.
Oh, perfect bat. Oh, a perfect batting average. Interesting.
If that's what it's going for, which
I guess so.
Yeah, that's like not possible.
No, it's not humanly possible.
You know what's also really dumb? I'm pretty sure in baseball, like, you can mess up someone's batting average by hitting them with the ball. Because it messed up their stats. Because, like, now, technically, they didn't hit the ball. So even their on-base percentage might still be 100. Like, you still didn't hit the ball. Therefore, you dock them. Like, it's the dumbest stat. And people obsess over stats in baseball. It's like a math game to some people when, like, it's a human sport.
Yeah.
Select mode. We're gonna exhibition. I can freaking read. One player. Because Zach ain't here. Alright, I like this guy with a smiley face. He's giving me good vibes. And, two,
yeah, of course.
Pittsburgh, Det. Is this Cincinnati? CI?
I think
Maybe?
so.
Maybe.
Or no, Chicago.
Oh, it might be Chicago. I didn't see Red Zone there. I was gonna
Space.
say, then we can have some local stuff. Cincinnati. We have some baseball. Rolled a 14 with a bonus of +2 to my performance skill. Ooh.
Yep, I beat the DC.
You got close. Then
Yeah,
we can take you out to the ball game for you in just a moment here. We're gonna play in space. Yep. All right. Hold on. Get ready for this. I'm not singing this actually. Press start button. All right. So we have smiley face versus CI. Who?
Right.
Wait. Are they use pitcher? Yes. So they're just doing this. Eddie,
yep.
For sure. Eddie looks exactly like Chet. All right. He team versus the
C team.
The He team. Oh my god, they used the baseball thing. Like, why wouldn't you use it to make a smile? You made it a frowny face? Alright, I'm batting this time, thank god. Okay. Dude, unswing. What the? What? What happened there?
I don't know.
You have to hold it all the way? What? Yeah, you have to hold it all the way in order to actually swing.
Question: How do we get?
Space.
Yeah, how do we get the ball back?
I'm out. Yep. Come on, Eddie. Go, buddy. Yeah.
Ooh.
Go, Eddie. Go.
I like that result. So with the 16, I was able to steal the hearts of the orcs. They hand me their weapons over to me as they plead for an encore. Oh
god, double
yeah.
play, double play. No, I'm out. I'm safe. I'm safe. Whew.
All right, cool. I found the non-violent way to do things.
Boom.
Never played as a DM
fair.
before.
Yes, go, buddy, go. What are you doing? It's fair. Run, you idiots. Do they only run one base?
Yes.
God, that could have been a freaking triple.
It would have been, yeah.
Should have been. Oh, that was amazing. We're about to get a full out here.
Profetcha, FYI, I never played as a DM before, so that was some quick thinking. That was good. I applaud you.
Culture Brain. Flying Dragon. Alright, here we go. Ready for this? We're gonna ka-chung!
I know in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, since I've been reading that.
Oh, he dodged it. Wow. Can you imagine? Imagine, like, actually watching... Woo! Oh, hey, this actually fielded well.
Nice.
If that was my inputs and not just auto.
I'm imagining baseball...
Catch him.
I'm imagining the baseball game
Where
as
are
played...
fielders? Oh, there was a fielder.
Yeah. As played by, like, the people in the Matrix.
He ran a double? Whatever. Alright, that's it.
Yeah, Buddy, how many variations of baseball can we...
Oh, God. Okay, we're going faster. Baseball stars.
Oh, the SNK game. Yeah.
Hey! Oh my god, look at that face. The guy's like, hey,
ladies.
Holding 2 bats, I'm warming up, getting my muscles ready. Be the champ.
What's up, ladies? You here to check out the size of my bat?
We're gonna play, should we play as Japan or Sexy Lady?
Sexy Lady.
Alright, Sexy Lady versus Japan.
Yeah, why not?
They absolutely could not keep up with that.
The ladies versus the Robins.
That's actually what it's called. We're gonna keep.
Yeah, that is more than enough baseball, I think, for our lifetime.
Continue playing. What's going on?
Oh my god. But yeah, like I said, Profetcha, that was actually really good.
Lovely
quick
ladies
thinking.
versus
Appreciate
Japan
it.
something. I didn't see what the Japan was.
They were the Robins.
The Robins, alright.
Yeah.
So, is this just like an all-female team? It is, oh my god. Do we, like, have to throw underhanded, too? That'd be so freaking unfair. Like, there's nothing biologically stopping a woman from trying to throw overhanded.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, it's strange. If anything, like, throwing, a ball the way that they want women to throw it, underhanded, like that, like, it rips your shoulder out of socket all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's more injuries in ladies softball than there is in freaking baseball.
You're
well,
welcome,
unless you
by
go
the
to
way,
professional,
Profetcha.
then they're, like, really pushing themselves to the edge.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Whoa,
also,
that
too,
hit
is
me.
it?
That freaking hit me just because I swung.
Yeah, you should have walked.
Yeah, you walk if it hits you when you swing. It doesn't matter if you swing.
Mm-hmm.
I know some baseball. I did play this. All right, that was totally a ball. Can't swing at everything here.
Pete
Fuji. Well, his name's
like
Fuji.
Like I said, though, I mean, I do appreciate baseball. Like, I will watch it if it's on.
Go! No! Nope. How did he know it was gonna be there? Can you imagine playing that? All right, so we're gonna try and pitch for a moment here. Do you throw it underhanded? Oh no, she throws like a man.
She throws a. Never mind. I'm gonna keep that joke to myself.
Oh, look at this guy squatting like, oh, look at my tiny strike zone. God, the worst guy. Oh yeah, in your face. Actually, this one plays pretty good.
You say I throw like a girl? Well, guess what?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have the
Wow.
estrogen to deal with this team. Get ready for boom. Get him. Get him! Run! What are you doing? Never mind. There's a problem with every freaking game. I was pushing the D-pad and they were just standing there like, tag first. They're out. Yeah. You just killed somebody in the audience.
Going, ow, God! Can he sign this later?
Uh-oh. Like, how am I supposed to know where? Oh, fun. Okay. 2-run home run.
All right, let's move on.
At the end. All right, we lose.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we were finally getting like a head start there. All right, Romstars Baseball 2. Just to know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more baseball games before we hit Batman.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna try and go a little faster. Baseball Stars 2. Be a champ. Wait, this is the same game. Is this the same game? Yeah, this is the same game. Alright, so...
I just watched a video talking about this, and there is a difference.
You watched
God help me
a
if I
video
could...
about this.
Yeah, it was the channel GameSack, and they were talking about SNK before the release of the Neo Geo.
Oh.
Yeah, and there was actually quite a lot of history before they released the Neo Geo with Alpha Denshi. But yeah, I was gonna say, this is nothing like Baseball Stars 2 on the Neo Geo. That game slaps. You want to play a freaking sports game? Play Baseball Stars 2 on the Neo Geo.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're playing Baseball Stars 2 on the NES right now. Let's see if it's any.
Yeah.
It said, like, do you want to watch the game or do you not? So, I'm guessing, because it, like, simulated the whole thing and it just blew through it. We must be pitching? No, we must be batting. I can't move the batter, though. Oh, no. Am I just watching the computer play itself?
Oh, did you seriously hit watch?
Well, yeah, because I didn't get it. Last time I hit watch and it skipped everything. Or I told it no and it skipped it all. Yeah, we're just watching the computer play itself. All right, that's cool. Baseball. Looks the same anyway. Bases loaded.
Mm-hmm. So far, we haven't really hit anything. Well, what a shame.
Oh, no. Let's write it down, though. It didn't boot.
Okay, bases loaded 1.
Just for the sake of being fair. Bases loaded 3. Because, at the very least, I want to make sure that everything I have on here boots. Even though I don't want to play it. Like, that one I'm probably not going to go back for. Play the perfect game. Get a perfect rating. It's not enough just to beat the other team. Your play is rated in 13 categories. Every time you make an error, strike out, or make one of several other bonehead plays, points will be deducted from your overall rating. Your ultimate goal is to beat a level 5 team and receive a perfect rating of 100. Can you play the perfect game? No.
I hope so. No? Oh, okay.
No. DA. I wanted an MN somewhere. Wait, the computer is... Wait, what? Can we play ourselves? Yeah, we're gonna play against ourselves. Oh, no,
okay.
You can't. Okay, you can't.
Aw.
DAN, so Dan. DAL.
Oh,
Dash.
Dosh?
Dosh. Will be Dosh. Alright.
Dosh.
Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna matter.
New York.
New York. So, this isn't gonna make any freaking sense to anybody who doesn't know baseball, but, like, you would think that the distances to, oh, this is an interesting angle. The distances to the fences would matter and be consistent, like the bases are. No.
Right.
They're not. In fact,
of course.
There are some fences that are really close and you can get home runs constantly, or the opposite might happen. So we got a triple, actually.
Nice.
That so hit my guy's foot. Guess you can't get hit by a pitch in this. But anyway.
Yeah.
There are some fences that are also extremely high. Why did he run backwards? He was on third. Whatever.
I don't know.
What kind of
Yeah.
nincompoop is this guy? Oh, you're out. You're so out. Wait, seriously? Yeah, no, he's out. So, what? Okay, we're done. I'm done. No, actually, no, we can do a pitch now. Wait, what? No, he got a double play. What are you talking about? I don't have it. That was the third, right?
Buddy,
It went right
just...
through my freaking shoulder. All right, I'm done. The ordering is weird in these. The ordering is alphabetical.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so Bases Loaded 2, this happens all the time on the NES and old games like this. They went to Roman numerals for the number 2, and then they actually wrote the number 3 when they did 3 and onward. So this, like, 1, 3, 4, 2 is typical. Unfortunately. Bases Loaded 4. Looks the same. It probably, like, no kidding, it probably just has different stats and all that. Different teams, like, who the heck cares? Hawaii, baby!
Yep, Hawaii versus...
Texas! Oh, no, it shows. Utah. Yeah, the extremes of the United States experience. Batting heads. Here we go. But anyway, yeah, there is this one, field in particular that I remember called the Green Monster. I don't remember where it is, like Chicago or something like that, but,
yeah.
It has this... Oh, so now I start pitching. Okay. It has this one, Damn. Oh, no, good. That was good. It has this one particular wall that is, like, insanely high.
Ah, it's at Fenway Park.
Fenway, that's it.
Yep. I just looked it up.
Woo! But anyway, yeah,
Oh my god, yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, get a picture of, that freaking thing and, like, show it to somebody, or just, like, tell somebody to look. Oh my god! Throw it to the pitcher! Took that whole time just to say, Fife! By the way, I don't know how to choose pitches or anything. Can I make the guys jump? Like their guys jumped. He's running to third! Can somebody please do something? Nah, okay, I'm already done. Too much baseball. Too much baseball. One more. Bases Loaded 2. The infamous inconsistencies of sequels. I remember the AVGN episode. That there was one.
I think there was, yeah.
Eastern or Western? Well, we're Eastern, so we'll select your team. N, B, J, P, M, and D. We're the P this time. Versus, I guess, the N. The PN. We're PN right now. I'm sure these were actual people who played a long time ago. Alright, so I'm not gonna recognize
I posted it in general chat just for people to look at.
Sure. Because we're stuck with some baseballs for too long.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, there's so many different screens. Alright, looks like we're batting first.
It is a 37-foot high wall. Holy jeebus.
Yeah, and you have to hit that at the end of, like, what's the distance to the wall, too? You gotta combine these things.
It's 310 feet from home plate.
Most of the walls, and this is really weird, like, okay, you would also expect that the baseball diamond, outside region to be as if you took a string, one person stood on home plate with the end of the string, and they, like, they stretched it all the way out past first base, and then drew a perfect, like, a protractor arc from first base to third, and draw the entire... Yeah, we're already done with this. And they drew the entire outer wall with a perfect line. It's not like that.
Nope.
Usually, straight ahead, it's at its farthest, and at the sides, it's at its shortest. Baseball's really weird. Anyway, Batman Return of the Joker. Now
Thank
it's actually
Christ.
a good game, too.
It's decent.
Compared to, you know, just playing a million baseball games. Batman Return
And
of the
it's
Joker.
Sunsoft, yeah.
All right,
So it's gonna sound good.
I remember this being pretty popular. Dude!
Yep, you don't punch, yep.
Yeah, this is NES.
Uh-huh.
This looks like a Super Nintendo game.
Yep, Sunsoft were the kings of the NES.
Are these Batarangs or what?
Oh,
how was I supposed to see that? No, damn it.
Screw you, you're Batman, you're supposed to know these things.
How did they get the freaking colors this nice?
There had to have been a lot of color blending somewhere.
Yeah, this game looks amazing. It's
Yeah,
not
the game really does.
It's not playing the best, but like, my god, it's gorgeous.
And the music is really good too.
Yeah, this is a freaking Super Nintendo game, and I don't understand what wizardry made this happen on the NES.
I have no idea.
So many particles. Yeah, like, look at even the ducking animation. It's not one frame. Look at his cape.
Yep.
Look at the freaking cape.
That's really cool.
How? Zach, how?
Like I said, Sunsoft were... Yep. Like I said, Sunsoft were like the wizards of the NES back in the day.
Got that right. Alright, so yeah, you can upgrade your shots. Okay, we gotta dodge these one at a time. This one comes between here. Unfortunately, it's like memorization for that one.
Yeah.
Just learn when to not get hit. Like, what the hell, Sunsoft? Yeah, I know, this is a beaut! Look at this gorgeous game. Now I can one-shot these guys. Now it's easy. Yeah!
There you go.
This is where we died before, too. Oh, you weigh it down.
Interesting.
Oh my god, this is so cool. Can I crawl, too? It looked like I could crawl for a moment.
No, unfortunately.
Here's the door. Dude.
Yeah, really fast scrolling between stages and all that.
Yeah, you gotta get him when he's exposed.
There you go.
Oh god, he like explodes with like guts. Dude, this is cool.
And look at the parallax scrolling on the clouds above
I know,
you.
that was the first thing I saw, and I was like, oh my god, that's amazing.
There's
you
1,
can look
2,
at it.
3, 4, 5. There's like, looks like 6. Yeah.
Check it out, Bats. That's amazing.
My god. I didn't know Gotham City had so many clouds.
Damn. Here comes a blimp. Oh my god, this is a freaking Super Nintendo game. You can't tell. All right, we're gonna actually save here because like
this is good. Yeah,
this is actually so good. I liked when I put save states in any game. I try to do it at a fair spot, so like a screen stage transition is fair to me. This
Batman: Return of the Joker.
Oh,
I'm writing that down. Return of the Joker.
Yeah, this game's amazing. How on earth does the NES do this? I don't get it.
I don't know either.
Am I not supposed to be shooting those things?
I think you may be just trying to survive?
I think so, because this is this is a hellhole right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's cool though. Okay, so it's freaking hard, but it honestly has like a little bit of that early Castlevania level up your whip kind of thing by breaking all the candles and like making a better, I don't know, whatever you
I wonder who the artist was who drew the Joker.
Oh, it looks super familiar.
Yeah.
They did a bunch of old stuff. I used to have some of it. I don't remember off the top of my head. You're putting me on the spot. Now, this one I've played. This is actually a pretty popular one to speedrun.
That one's good.
Batman the video game. This looks like an NES game. So this is what I expected out of Return of the Joker. Return of the Joker just looks freaking gorgeous. Now, this looks really good, too.
The Batmobile entrance that we get here in a little bit.
Yeah, I want to watch this. This just looks... Yeah. This is when we're trying to transition Batman from Adam West into super cool, dark kind of guy. Edgier. Which I think is for the best.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was originally before the Comics Code Authority neutered it.
Right, they kind of turned him into like a super cute, like, Spider-Man kind of thing.
Yeah. But dude, this game is actually good. I am no good at it, but holy crap is this game fun.
Yeah, I've seen lots of speedruns of this. Very impressive, because it's so hard. Like, you can do, like, a wall... Yeah, I was trying to do it there. Wall jumps. Jump to this. You'll have to, like, be really good at wall kicks. Like that in order to get up places.
Man, why couldn't Batman be like that in the movies?
Shoom! Check that out. Yeah, oh, they come right back. That sucks.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this game, the instantly respawning mobs.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not, like, the developers trying to make their games difficult. That was just a system limitation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of Super Nintendo games just didn't do that, and it was because they weren't doing it on purpose.
Where are the geniuses of Batman Return of the Joker when we needed them? I don't know, Profetcha. They went on to do other things with their lives.
Yeah, right. They were the developers that we needed, and not the ones that we deserved.
That's right. Like Batman.
Yeah.
He's the hero that we need, that Gotham needs, not the one it deserves.
I was trying to do the joke. Explaining the joke doesn't make the joke funny.
It does.
We're already dead. See, it's a hard game. It's a
Yeah.
freaking hard game. But it's probably hard because, like, you do get projectiles and stuff. I forget how to do it.
I think it's up in B.
There we go. You can switch to it. There we go. But you have limited inventory.
Yeah.
It didn't even one-shot that thing.
Nope. Batman's fists are stronger than missiles.
But I know it's just something, like, you just need to do.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I said, it's just a shame that, like, after the NES and Genesis, like, Sunsoft just kind of faded away.
Yeah. You can just duck under his bullet. This guy's too stupid. Alright, 10 more shots.
I forget, did I ask you how you felt about the old Tim Burton movies? I forget.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
They stink. They're funny how much they stink. I'll give you that. But yes, they suck. They're just bad movies. Well, like the scripts are lousy. The acting is overdone and cheesy. It's like that's the opposite of what I want in a Batman. You know, because I know that there's a lot of potential for the characters and the world. Even with the cartoon stuff, like I really loved a lot of old animated stuff that they did with Batman, and it's like those movies were like an insult. Okay, I remember this part. This is where it starts getting freaking scary. So that's paused. Okay, this weapon. I remember that.
Oh, the Batarang. Yeah.
This you use constantly if you want to survive.
See, I actually really enjoyed the first movie quite a bit.
I remember enjoying making fun of them with friends. I mean, like, sure. But, like, legitimately, like, actually, no kidding, actually enjoyed any of them? No. No,
there was a writer's strike, apparently, from what I understand, too, around the time the first movie was being made, so that probably explains quite a bit.
Yeah, it kind of watched like it was written by the janitor, so I can see that. A janitor who never actually read any Batman comics. Batman Returns!
Tim Burton. Tim Burton never read any, so...
Yeah, that's pretty clear. Shreks? Hold on!
That's the name of the bad guy, Shrek.
There's not actually a Batman bad guy named Shrek, is there?
In Batman Returns, that's his name. That's Christopher...
God, I don't remember that.
That's Christopher Walken's character.
Christopher Walken's named Shrek? My God, get out of my swamp.
You'd think that a man like me, Christopher Walken, would not agree to play a man by the name of Shrek. Give me that Disney money and I'll be a monkey for you.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
There, we rolled our D20 there for singing, and it worked. I can't skip this, by the way. I seem to...
Of course you can.
Select skips it. That makes sense.
Of course. Come on, Konami.
It's a beat-em-up.
Ooh, good. Yeah, good. Konami makes good beat-em-ups.
It's, I like how blue I am.
Konami made good beat-em-ups, rather.
Konami made games.
Wait,
it's a Christmas present. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh God, no! Too late. It's already happened, Profetcha. Now you've got that in your head. It will never leave.
Somebody once told me.
The world is gonna roll me.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
Baseball.
Play baseball 2000 or whatever it was. I don't remember. We couldn't get past a single inning in any of them.
I don't know why.
Okay, this movie's great.
Old.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, the
Actually,
slide
it's
kick,
a stun.
yeah.
It's a stun. I don't know if it does damage.
No,
Oh,
you
it's
knocked him out.
Stiltsman!
Stiltsman! Oh, there. Oh,
Oh,
bye,
another Stiltsman!
Another Stiltsman!
So is that enemy gauge the boss at the bottom? Because that's what most...
No, that's like the enemy are actually fighting.
Okay, because most,
it's gone.
Wait. What? Yeah, it's the individual enemy I'm fighting.
Yep. No, I know. It's the opposite of what every other game did.
That's
I get it.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Because, like, so many of them, it's like, that just stays full until you actually get to the boss. Which in this one, you'll never know when you're at the boss.
I don't like Batman Returns as much as I like the first Batman, but it's really just such an interesting, and it's just more of a Tim Burton film than it is a Batman film.
That's the thing with those movies. So, like, if you didn't have any respect or care for the characters, then you could probably enjoy it a lot more, but, like, I actually really liked Batman, you know?
Oh yeah, I still do
to where,
too.
Like, Arkham Asylum coming out, I was like, yes, finally somebody gets it, you know? Now,
yeah,
Rockstar later wouldn't, but at least it happened. For I'm gonna say two games. City's also good.
Well, Rockstar or Rocksteady? I thought it was Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. I'm mixing them up in my head then.
Yeah, Rockstar makes GTA.
GTA. My bad.
But yeah,
All
no.
the rocks.
Yeah, I know.
Clearly,
and
I'm not
both...
paying attention to what they're doing anymore because they milked that.
They wet the bed,
dirt.
yeah. With
yeah.
Suicide Squad, yeah.
Many times. It wasn't just Suicide Squad. Like, Suicide Squad coming out was
Gotham
just
Knights.
like, yeah, obviously gonna happen. Pretty much anything that came out after City was just pretty bad. I don't want to spoil the story of like what screwed up, but it wasn't just the story that was terrible. It was like all of a sudden like gameplay wasn't the same. Yeah. Anyway, this dash
yeah,
is faster for running. What?
And oh yeah, motorcycle dude.
Look at a motorcycle skeleton.
Yeah, he's in the movie.
He's in the.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Batman has to take down two dudes with giant freaking skull masks riding motorcycles at one point.
This is actually just a skeleton, though.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to?
Don't kick him.
I'm trying to.
You're not doing it right.
Oh,
come on.
Of course I'm not. So he keeps changing planes. I don't know where he is.
Just get good.
Also, I'm moving in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, get off
there. There you go.
Get off of that.
No motorcycles in my town.
Now they're changing colors already. The game just started. Bats, why are we already switching colors?
So, question, Alex, can we turn Stiltsman into the next, like, internet horror sensation?
W-H-O-R-E?
W-H-O-R-E, yeah.
Yes, exactly. We can turn Stiltsman into the next W-H-O-R-E sensation. We'll open up an OnlyFans account for Stiltsman. We'll take special requests of what people would like to see the Stiltsman do with his stilts.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
We'll just like
see, I was thinking something more along the lines of like making him like the next Slender Man, Siren
I know
Head,
what
and
you
all
were
that.
going for. I was trying to make it more interesting.
No, the OnlyFans is better.
All right, so this seems to just go on forever. Oh, finally! Yeah. All right, something happened. All right, we're gonna save that. I was gonna say like nothing's happening here.
Yeah.
Battle chess. I think I've seen this. It does.
Yeah,
like,
I think this is a port of a Amiga game.
Yeah, it does like the Star Wars thing where you're playing chess and it'll like animate the two fighting. It's chess but slower.
Yeah, and funnier.
You say that. All right, we're gonna try and. Oh my god.
Well, some of the ways that each of the pieces take each other out can be kind of funny.
Sure, but my god.
Yeah.
The queen has cleavage. Just saying.
Yeah, she does.
Check it out.
Perfetcha with a couple more saying if he were in the call, he'd be singing the chorus right now with us.
as Christopher Walken.
You
Tempting
want
to actually make an OnlyFans account for Stiltsman.
Yeah, make him up like
he had
Uncle
to step
Sam.
out of the way to make his knight go forward, who is not on a horse.
No,
the
he's
rook
just
is an actual castle. That's great.
Oh,
this is so slow.
So
what? Slow.
What opening are you going with, Alex? Going with the Queen's Gambit?
I like trying to get really rough with the queen, because right now he's already exposed his king. All I gotta do is just get the queen up 1 and move her to the left, and I got a clear shot. Actually, even better, if I just move, what is going on over there? Oh, yeah, he was trying to walk out of the way. God damn, this is slow. And so, here's my plan. Oh, yeah, he's blocking the king with that, but that doesn't matter to me. If I just move you here.
Queenie, yeah.
If he'll move his knight, so if I can get him to move his knight, I can get a clear shot. Never mind. He's super blocked. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this computer is male. Oh, yeah, he's doing the same thing that I was going to do. Because now I'm screwed. Because if I move my queen to take him out...
Yep.
Yeah, we're busted.
Just move your bishop. Move your king's bishop.
Just thinking of what's the... Yeah, I could do that, or I can move the knight. But, like, honestly, it takes so freaking long for this to do anything.
You know what?
Let's just watch the slaughter. We're gonna lose our queen, but I don't really care right now. I just want to... She swings her hips! You can see her butt crack.
I'm more interested in chess now.
How do you get a wedgie in a robe? You gonna kill him? Kill him, lady. Oh, they just... Okay, here we go. What does she do? How does she kill stuff? She just claps. A cyclone appears over her head, and she disintegrates him into bones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, well. Here comes our... We walked right into that trap on purpose just to watch this happen.
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh my god. I have to politely walk out of the way.
Oh, sorry, man.
Thanks,
no,
pawn.
it's okay.
Yeah, the pawn's just like, oh no, it's okay. You go right ahead.
Yeah, thanks, man.
He could have also gone, the other direction. You know, he could have gone right and then down 2 in order to do this, too. Alright, let's watch this queen get slaughtered. Check out those gleaming butt cheeks. Oh, there's unique animations for killing every character.
Uh-huh.
She turned into a dragon and disappeared. So what's really cool about chess, if you manage to get a pawn all the way to the opposite side, it will become your queen if your queen has died. Anyway, battle chess, it worked. Battle of Olympus!
Okay, so this is basically Zelda 2 and Castlevania 2, only with the Greek myth thing. And this game's actually cool.
Together, have we?
Did we? We might have done.
I know I've played some of it.
Yeah, I have too, and there's another YouTuber named Hungry Garaya. She played this game and reviewed it.
Zach, you can name the hero, I'll name the heroine. Give us some names here.
Okay, the hero. What is a good Greek myth name for a hero? Blorbus.
Blorbus.
Yep.
Where's the... Oh, it just starts here. That's weird. Oh.
Blorbu? That's fine.
Blorbu, okay.
Blorbu's good.
Since we are limited on our characters here, I am going to name the heroine after the MVP character who appeared in so many Atari games.
Yes. Puzzy?
Puzzy. Alright, so we're going to Arcadia. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
There's not enough video games that, like, take place in, like, Greek mythology times. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I remember how fast this went. Like, if that's my DPS... So, if I remember, you were supposed to get something out of one of these buildings.
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, before you actually go. Yeah, this is totally a Zelda 2 clone.
And Castlevania 2.
Right, right.
Up, down, nothing. He didn't want to talk to you, I guess.
Nope. Screw him. Alright, hello, sir. He talks. I have heard that there is something hidden high up in the trees. No kidding. Alright, let's go murder stuff. I actually clipped there for a bit on the side. A lot of games, they struggled with scrolling, and you could exploit it. Yeah, I remember these slimes are horrible. See that? Like, you actually can't...
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you have to...
It's like... Well, Zelda 2, this is what you had to do. You had to, like, go on next to it and then attack it.
Right, with this, you have to kneel directly on top of it, it looks like.
And that's not health.
Nope, that's
Idiot.
your monies.
Yep.
Yeah, why would you think that?
Right,
Hello, old man.
This way leads to Argolor. But with the power you have now, you'd better not go there.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, you can't tell me what to do, lady. What's going on here, man? Oh, my shield, is it a joke? Is this shield a joke to you? Yes, it is. This shield is a joke.
Do you have to crouch to use it properly?
That doesn't make any sense. In
I
Zelda
don't know.
2, like, your shield is up top. Let's try. Nope!
Okay, it literally just is a joke.
Yeah, anyway.
Interesting.
It is actually a decent game. It's pretty big. I've played much farther than that. I don't know. Well, actually, not much farther. I probably put like an hour into it. But it's okay.
Jesus, were the Greeks on meth? At the time, they were on a lot of things.
Yeah, the only games that's coming to my head of like the Greek myth stuff was like God of War. Well, back when God of War was actually okay. Now it's all
like the first three, yeah.
Yeah, modern God of War, I enjoyed the first one, but boy did they screw it up so hard in the second one. And also, like, the problem with the first one is it feels so incomplete. Like, it's just not enough there. And then the first one the second one is even more so that. Battleship.
I love the first two God of Wars. God of War 3 is okay. Never played the PSP games. Never played Ascension, which is basically God of War 4.
Right. I watched game movies of them to see like what characters were in them, but yeah, I only played 1 on the channel. 2 until my controller crapped out on my PS3, and I never gave it a try since then.
Battle 1-1.
You know, fun fact about Battleship? Oh, I'm actually placing my ships here. The switches. Okay. My grandfather.
Yes.
This usually really confuses the hell out of people, but you really don't want to do that.
No.
He claimed... Oh. Did that actually give me, like, a visual that I just missed to the left?
Think so.
You should not have that kind of information. Sploosh! So we want to aim here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? No?
Oh, it's just a visual.
It's just an animation. We really don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, he claimed...
Yes.
Claimed that when he was young, he invented Battleship with a pen and paper, like, thing that he would do in notebooks in school. And, someone that he knew took the idea and made, like, a physical version of the game and started selling it. That looks close, but, like, I guess it doesn't look like anything. So, yeah. I never knew whether to believe him. He's not a good guy.
Well, my thing is, like...
If there was a grave I could stomp on, I would.
War games have existed since the 1800s. I'm pretty sure someone had thought of naval combat.
What?
What did they do?
What was that? They shot this, like, 5 thing?
What did they manage that?
Yeah, what?
That's not a battleship!
Whoa! Oh my god!
Battleship? What is this?
Ah, damn! Miss. 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 We didn't get nearly as lucky as he did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when you do it, it sucks, but when the computer does it...
Well, the computer only hit 1, but now he knows my ship's here. Okay, he thought it was going long ways, and he's wrong. Alright, so it looks like we have to shoot another one of these. I guess we only have some of these? I don't really know how it works.
I don't know either.
Look at this freaking thing! It's insane! That's game-breaking! What is this?
Yeah!
Boom! We got something. Boom! We got another one! Okay, we got 2. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it.
But yeah, I mean, the concept of, like, wargaming and the concept of, like, Like land and sea battles have been a thing for forever. Yeah.
Sure, but like the pen and paper thing, like I'm gonna choose where my stuff is. You have to guess where it is. Battleship is not much of a game really, but it's enough that I am not sure. Now he finally figured out where my ship is. Unfortunately, he found the biggest one, but honestly, those are the easiest to find.
Yeah.
You should know when you sunk one. I'm pretty sure that, like, you're supposed to tell the other person when it's sunk. Alright, so he has no choice but to know where it is now.
He found his carrier, it looks like, so...
Yeah.
Yep.
Battleship sunk. It should have told me. Good.
Yep, his carrier's gone.
Alright, so this is functioning. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, if anything, the implementation of the different weapons and stuff, that's something that you couldn't actually do on the board game. Because...
Right.
Like, how am I supposed to tell somebody, oh, I'm gonna shoot my 4 right now, and I'm gonna shoot it down to the right, so it's G6 to F9?
Yeah.
These look like narrow misses. Like, the animation is actually more of a problem. It's misleading.
Yeah, it really is. It just throws you off. You know what I really miss, actually? Like, actual tabletop, like, wargaming. I do miss that quite a bit. Used to do that,
well,
used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
used
Risk?
to do... Well, I mean, like, actual, like, not specifically, like, Warhammer, but, like, actually, like, creating and recreating real battles with, like, little figures and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
That's how Risk works, isn't it? That's what I meant. But let's like whole legions of countries and stuff. You're talking to like all the little figures of an actual battlefield.
Yeah. Like I said,
setting up phalanxes and whatnot.
Yeah. I miss doing that because I used to do a after-school program called Historical Adventures, where we actually would reenact certain battles in history and actually fight.
That's cool.
Fight them out. Yeah, it really was cool. The guy was like big into Warhammer, and he also had like all of like the Games Workshop's like generic rules for like actual fighting and recreating battles and stuff. One year we actually were recreating a bunch of like pirate-themed battles. So it was like pirates like invading like coastal towns in the Caribbean.
That's cool.
It was a hell of a lot of fun, and I miss it. But I know that it's such an expensive hobby to even try and do. And I need the space, because I have to like make the actual battlefield. I have to make like the miniature houses and trees and. See, this is why I want to get into like skirmish games, like what is it called? It's not Warhammer. It's I'll get back to you on it. But there's like these little skirmish games you can play, which like take similar concepts of like big scale battles like Warhammer and stuff, but like shrink it down into like little platoon sized units, and you actually just duke it out. It's really cool, and it's nowhere near as expensive. But yeah, I'd love to start getting into that, but it's just it's
he's picking the stupidest spots.
I think the game is actually called War Machine.
Bam.
Yes, it's called War Machine. Yep.
I've seen a bunch of them where like this itty bitty little miniatures, and you can set up whole rows and stuff. I was actually just on my trip. I like listening to the podcast Hardcore History. I don't know if you've listened to it. Yeah, you've told me about them. I've listened to them. Yes. It's great. And his new one is on... It sounds like it's going to be a whole saga about Alexander the Great. He's getting so unlucky. And the first part of Alexander the Great, he was talking about his father, Philip II. Like how they revolutionized warfare for their time and like why they were able to do what they did. You know, unite basically all of Greece to take on Persia. And the insanity that was their family.
Oh, God, absolutely. There you go.
All right.
Oh, he's like... Oh, man.
All right, we only got one more, right?
Yeah.
It's 4 ships. Right? So we can find
yes.
one. I need to do it. It's the 3 long. I got his tiny one, his 2 bigger ones.
Oh, his cruiser, his battleship, and his
So now we know
scouting ship. Yeah.
we're looking for a spot of 3. So this knocks out multiple spots of 3.
Yeah, his submarine or whatever it is.
So at this point, it's a math game. It's like looking around at like where can it possibly, like where are you gonna get the most amount of spots to knock out? He's doing so bad.
I'm trying to think what else we eventually did in after. Oh yeah, so when I was doing this was around the time that the Historical Adventures After School program. This was around the time the Lord of the Rings movies were starting to come out. And Games Workshop actually put out a Lord of the Rings battle game. And so we would actually reenact scenes from the books and the movies as well for the next year after that. And holy crap, that was a lot of fun. The one I remember that we did the flight to Buckleberry Ferry.
Yeah.
Where the ring wraiths are chasing the hobbits. That was a heck of a lot of fun. I forget who I was part of. I think I was part of the ring wraiths.
Please shoot top right. Please shoot top right.
Please shoot top right.
I want to see him shoot the stupidest places.
That would be funny. Oh yeah, you got him.
There we go.
There you go.
Destroyer sunk.
You won.
We won Battleship, everybody. We actually beat this. Alright, let's see what happens. Battle report, you have won battle 1 of 1. Friendly, foe, shots, hit accuracy. Yeah, he only had 15%. That sucks. Alright, start for the next level. There's your password. Alright. Battle 1.
However, unfortunately, the hobbits escaped our grasp and they got across the river, and it was a sad time for the ring wraiths.
Oh my god, here we go.
Battletoads?
Battletoads.
Battletoads!
By Rare. This game is cool. It's actually a really big deal when it came out, too, luckily. It's not one of those that got discovered later. And the Nintendo Power, they were really focusing on this, and it's a popular one. It's just freaking hard.
Anyone in chat who's still around and watching, have you ever played anything like what I was describing? Like those Grand Battle games or any tabletop wargaming? That stuff, like I said, is really fun. But again, it's just such a... My hobby isn't video games, alright? I already spend money on that hobby. I don't need to pick up, like, Warhammer or anything like that, so...
I just, I think I tried this for the Game Boy. It was an interesting conversion, but...
Okay.
It functioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I'm so bad at these.
I love the fact that the game, like, really lures you in. Like, yeah, this is going to be just an easy beat-em-up the whole way through. You're not even going to have to worry about nothing. It's like, don't... You lied to me, you British blokes.
Yeah. This game's freaking hard.
Yes.
I've never been able to get past the turbo tunnel, but at least I've gotten to it.
Yeah.
Man, that is a test of memorization and skill. Oh, right. Get him! Get him! No! Those are extra lives or health if you can get the flies.
Yes, exactly. Jack Appleton, my brother used to collect those Lord of the Rings Battletop figures. Dude, those were actually really well detailed. Of course, you still had to paint them, but still, they were really nice.
Not a big deal.
Profetia says, I barely played that many strategy games, the only tabletop game played was D&D. Gotcha. Well, it's funny because it's like D&D has its origins in tabletop wargaming. That's where Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson made their start, was like the Michigan, the Wisconsin wargaming scene.
Oh, I should have looked at the shadow. It was over here. All right, here's the boss.
Oh, yep. This is fun. This is actually really cool.
This is great. It's a first-person boss fight in a beat-em-up.
Yep.
You gotta keep taking his bullets that fall down, and you have to survive to be able to chuck it before it vanishes.
Yep.
And apparently you can miss. I didn't think you could miss.
Yeah, seriously.
So the bosses in this are, like, really good. Everything's really clever. I love the way that this plays. It's just really rough at some points because it's so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Rough as in difficult. Boom, boom,
there we go.
Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I think you play, like, a little bit farther here, jump in, and now you're rappelling
you're descending.
down. Yep, we have our Saturday morning cartoon characters and villains.
What was
and
it
all
with
that.
like 80s and 90s cartoon villainesses that were just so needlessly sexy?
And with animal companion people, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. The
Like, I
parallaxing also looks really good in this too.
Absolutely.
This
But
is,
yeah, like
also
I.
two-player. In some stages, it's like really important to stay two-player and get some help. Like here, if you can combo kicking those guys, you can farm one-ups. I'm no good at it, but I've seen people do it. Okay, we got one fly.
Yep. Better than nothing.
One thing I love, oh yes, one thing I love about the Battletoads games that I feel like they might have started, I don't remember, is that silly action when you, like, punch with your hand or kick with your foot, and that limb gets bigger. Oh, I just missed it. I was gonna get the combo.
Yeah, it was that weird aesthetic choice. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that done even in... Whoa, he got me 2 zaps and I'm out. And, like, you can completely... You saw it, like, change into something else. Alright, so it's like a mini boss.
I don't really know of many earlier games that would have done that, but then again...
Just games. Comics probably did it before this point. Like, make the fist bigger when it punches. The foot gets huge when it kicks.
When did the mask come out in comic form?
Yeah, maybe the mask. But that's an odd thing to have everyone copy, you know?
Yeah. 1995. Okay.
Right,
oh, wait, no.
That was our last little heart. We're probably done here.
Oh, it was published from 91 to 95. Oh, okay,
Crash game over. Now, you can continue and keep trying where you were. It'll just start me at the beginning of the level. But... Still, that's just the beginning of the game, and it gets harder and harder. And, like, what's great about Battletoads is it'll keep... Well, one, the characterization and everything, you could absolutely believe that was a Saturday morning cartoon show. That's how much care and attention went into the characters and the environment.
Oh, yeah.
All that.
Absolutely.
But, like, it would also change everything up. So, like, it's a beat-em-up that's kind of isometric for a good amount of the time. Then, like you saw, it was rappelling down a whole shaft and still fighting and feeling of the same thing. And then when I mentioned the turbo tunnel, it's like a racing segment where you're dodging hazards that are ripping across the screen. So yeah, and then Battletoads Double Dragon, a crossover that I didn't exactly
That is a
see coming.
fun game. Let's see. Profetcha says, I blame goth girls and older cartoons for my taste in women. Absolutely. Dude, Raven from Teen Titans back in the day? Dang.
Just generic emo girl.
Yeah.
Not much a board game person. I like collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, I would have had a complete set of, like, so many of the original stuff if Kim was able to get it from her dad, but there was a bit of a falling out with that family, so. Alright, Zach, who are we going to be? Are we going to be a Battletoad, or are we going to be Benny or Jimmy? Who gets his name correctly translated this time?
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
We're Pimple.
Pimple! I think you rescued Pimple in the first one, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Anyway, then yeah, she collected a ton of Pokemon cards. I really love Magic the Gathering cards. It just gets way too expensive anymore. And that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But, like, I think, like, the gameplay, that's the most fun I've had in... What the? Pick it up, man! Most fun I've had in a trading card game. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it was fun, like, the first few sets when it came out. Kim disagrees.
Yeah.
But I thought it was actually pretty fun. The problem quickly arose when me and the other kids playing all realized, like, hold on. But if, all that it takes to summon that monster is to sacrifice 2, and it doesn't matter what 2, then why would I bring out this guy? Like, it doesn't math right, you know?
Yeah, right. Well, it's when they started adding and tacking on subsystems that just felt bolted on later on.
Yeah, it became an absolute mess. Where, like, everything has an ability and all needs an ability.
And then each set basically made the prior game mechanic that was bolted on obsolete. Yeah.
Yeah, it was power creep to its fullest extent.
Yeah, unfortunately. Like, I do remember loving stuff up to Pharaonic Guardian when they started introducing spirit cards that would just go back to your hand after a specific condition was met.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand why they felt the need to like do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
it's a way to.
They realized right away in the very beginning, like, okay, the creatures with the abilities are the better ones. So, like, why would I get, like, you know, some cool-looking character that I really like, that I wanted to put in my deck because I thought the character was cool and I liked the art. And, like, their numbers were okay. They were pretty good. They got me where I needed to go. Versus, like, why would I not just put in a Man-Eater Bug? Because a Man-Eater Bug, though its stats are low, it comes out and it destroys any, like, monster or something like that for free. Like, why on earth would I use anything else? And they realize, like, okay, so we have a problem. We have to make something that's better than Man-Eater Bug. There's power creep. That's your problem. As soon as you make one thing and your goal is to, okay, this is too good, let's make something better than it to balance it out. You don't balance it out. All you did was you made people have to throw away their old cards to buy the new ones. And that is the worst way to make a card game. Wizards of the Coast doesn't seem to freaking understand that. Did you know, like, you could take, for example, Wizards of the Coast also did the Pokemon trading card game. You could take a legendary Pokemon from base set and have them play against, like, a single stage like a Caterpie in the new set, and it won't even be close. It'll be a slaughter. No. And it's dumb. Like, the HP is higher. The attacks are higher. The skills are better. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's almost as bad as Yu-Gi-Oh! Not understanding, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if you've kept up with it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has even completely changed how to play the game. We're gonna back up. Actually, I think this is the boss.
Yeah, the hands start coming out. Yeah. This is the stage boss.
I might as well fight him. I'll try to.
Yeah. You have to wait till he bounces. And smack him when he goes down. There you go.
Whoop! But anyway, yeah, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, you actually have to switch up. It's fun. It spat all that out. Alright, so we're gonna switch games. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you know those old fold-out paper things that show you, like, your game board of where your cards go and all that?
Yes.
That is even obsolete. Like, you don't even play the game you don't even play the game in the same way anymore. It's insane.
Why would I play it then?
Ain't that a good question? We're gonna play Beetlejuice? God, yuck. LJN's Beetlejuice. Now, you know what? This was in Nintendo Power. They were hyping this up, saying, like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And this I know is an AVGN episode. This game sucks.
Yeah, it does. And it's a Rare game, too, which is even sadder.
Yeah. Rare developed, LJN published, I believe.
Let's see.
Yeah, missed a bunch of comments there. You can try and catch me up while I try and... It's showtime! Blast through some...
But yeah, I'll ask you the question after a bit. Let's see. Profetia, Raven, Shigo, they completely slew me. Hey, you know, I don't blame you.
Is this a Mario thing where you jump? No. Wait.
Jack Appleton, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has become more complicated to play, in my opinion.
Stop the bug? No.
You eat bugs. Of course you do.
You can't. Right, you eat bugs. Well, how come I couldn't stomp on the bug? All right, I gotta.
Profetia, I tried getting into Yu-Gi-Oh, but the power creeping made the community more and more gatekeepy, and even still, it got way too complex for my understanding. Same.
Yeah, that's like not even just pay to win. That's pay to play. Yeah, if it's that intense, you can't even play your game, which is a shame. Like, I want to be able to take really old stuff. Like, Magic the Gathering is guilty of this too. However, there are cards that came out in the original set that are still sought after and extremely expensive because of how good they are today. They've been relatively good at this. It's creatures that have gotten too good. It's the abilities thing. Like, okay, this creature has this ability.
I'm sorry if I'm getting the name wrong. Sinanju. Yep, Sinanju says, I have gimmick puppet decks which is able to first turn kill anyone. Sheesh.
That sucks. Yeah, like, I have seen a couple Magic decks as well that can actually win before the other player is done shuffling. And when I see that, I'm like, okay, when I have fun playing a card game, I want it to be close. Oh, we're already done playing this. I'm not playing this anymore.
Yeah, no, don't.
And Zach, if you're up for it, I'm down with finishing B today instead of just stopping there. It's up to you.
How many more do we got?
It's probably split in half. We just played so much baseball that I don't even... That actually might be a ton of games. We probably shouldn't do that.
No, because I'm going to have to...
Yeah, I'll just finish my thoughts up. I much prefer a close game that goes on for a while, that goes back and forth. You can't quite tell who's going to win. There's a lot of, like, good back and forth between it. The decks are balanced. The cards go really well with each other. And the game itself, even if I end up losing, as long as it was, like, really close, it went on for a while, I think it's a good game. You know, you play a bad one when all of a sudden, like, oh, okay, I got a bad shuffle, like, I just don't have creatures, or, like, you know, you get just a bad shuffle and it ruins any game. But, like, something that where you, like, both decks are playing the way they're supposed to, and they go pretty head-to-head against each other, that's, like, the way I feel like card games are supposed to go. And if a new set comes out that is intended to make you buy everything all over again so that you can compete, like, I want to ignore it. And lately, Wizards of the Coast has been doing that with Magic the Gathering, and I'm pretty sure there's a huge fall-off that people have been having, because, like, there's even card stores. Like, you know, you could previously go into a game card store, and, like, they'll have boxes, like, huge boxes with logos of each set, and you could just, like, grab a box, flip through it, find the cards you were looking for, go take them to the counter, and they'll ring you out. Now, they print so many sets, like, they not even triple the amount of stuff they were doing. It's insane how many sets come out in a single year compared to what used to.
Yep.
Before, probably you would have had, like, 2, maybe 3 sets a year. Now there's
something like that, yeah.
There's like 30. It's insane. Insane. And, like, every little thing that they also come out with, like, oh, here's a starter deck that we're making on the side, but by the way, it has, like, 2 new cards in it. Oh, here's some commander decks that we're making. They have, like, 5 new cards in each one of them. Like, oh, come on. And they're doing so many crossover things, trying to sell cards. They just recently, the other day, announced they're doing Monty Python and the Holy Grail art for some cards. Like, well, like, that doesn't make me want to play the game, you know?
No.
Like, sure, it's funny. Like, it's funny. I can look at it and go, hey, it's yeah, sure. There's the bunny that, you know, kills people. But, like, you know, there's the bridge you can't cross unless you can tell them your favorite color. Like, that's fine for the unsets, with, like, the joke sets. Like, that exists for that. Like, actually putting it in the main game is one taking me out of the experience. Making, like, they also did this too. I don't know if you heard this. They made the first one that people really got furious over was The Walking Dead. They made a bunch of Walking Dead Magic cards.
I forgot about that, yeah.
The problem is they were mechanically unique. And
interesting.
You could only buy them in a secret lair, meaning you had to pre-order this for an obscene amount of money for, like, 7 cards. And, you know, they all come in, and here's the problem. Some of them were actually, like, legendary creatures, as you can imagine. One's Rick Grimes, okay? So, like, that means you can build a commander deck with Rick Grimes as the commander, and you can take it to a game store, and it's legal. So, like, that just sucks me right out of what was happening. It's supposed to be, like, you know, 2 powerful sorcerers summoning monsters and spells and stuff to fight each other. And now it's just a dude. Like, from...
The thing, I understand the point of Magic the Gathering. They're planeswalkers, like, they go to different planes of existence and all that, but you still, they had at least a sort of in-universe consistency with the theming and everything. Right, and to introduce things like the Fallout universe, Lord of the Rings, like you said, Walking
Final
Dead,
Fantasy
which Final Fantasy already has its own a trading card game.
Right.
Why bother?
Yeah, I know. Why bother? Like, there's a bunch of them that I don't even see why they would work, because everything needs to fall into those 5 colors, and if of different magic terrain types that you could use. And if that doesn't work, don't put it in there. Like, the closest one that could fit would probably, like, be Final Fantasy of what I know that they're working with, but I don't see the point, because I still don't want to see Cloud Strife fighting Jace Beleren. You know, like, please separate them. Like, Magic has so much going for it, and now it's just, like, going so wide on purpose, trying to make as many products as possible, and then price them obscenely. they cannot be shooting themselves in the foot harder. They are straight up amputating their foot by
here's
like,
my
sawing it off.
Like, here's my thing. Like, they literally gave themselves free reign to create anything and everything imaginable, but to actually go out and purchase licenses to license out stuff, like I said, like Lord of the Rings and Fallout, that just undermines the wonder of the game. And I don't even play it that much. But,
Since we were
you know...
chatting, I just realized we actually passed this today, and it was on the base thing. We missed Balloon Fight.
Balloon Fight? We gotta play Balloon Fight.
Yeah, we gotta play Balloon Fight.
Yeah.
So while we're complaining about card
a
games...
better version of Joust.
Yeah.
And I like Joust.
It really is. Well, Satori, what is Joust? Get out of here!
But yeah, no, to go back to what you had said, Sinanju, it's like, if you like playing with that deck, I don't blame you. It's
yeah,
like, that's not...
Yeah, it's... I don't want it ruining my own game.
Yeah. But you know, it's like
out of the universe, you know, like we have an established universe. What's the bubble do? I forget.
That just gets you points. Let's see what else. Jack Appleton, we're playing Beetlejuice. Don't forget to say his name 3 times, right? That's what I wanted to ask.
Duh.
That's what I wanted to ask. Okay.
I can say Beetlejuice. You seen that? That is a Tim Burton film that is not terrible.
Oh, I love that movie. Now, how do you feel about the sequel? Like, are you interested in even seeing that?
Sequel? Like, is this just coming out?
Yep.
You can get them before they are even done pumping their balloon. That is unfair.
Yep. But yeah, no, the sequel, Beetlejuice 2, is coming out soon. It's still got Winona Ryder, it's still got Catherine O'Hara, Michael Keaton. Yeah, and, it deals with Winona Ryder trying to save her daughter from, like, the underworld, from what it's looking like.
Okay.
And she has to work with Beetlejuice to be able to do it.
Whoa!
Which, I'm like,
over my head.
Cool. It's like, cool, but it's like, can we just not leave some things, like, in the 80s and 90s and just let them be? Like, I heard that the new Twister movie is actually supposed to be good, Twisters, but I'm like that was a product of the 90s.
Yeah.
Just leave it be, you know? But, I don't know, like, I don't want to say it's nostalgia bait. Like, if there's a reason for the story to exist, sure, but...
I think it's nostalgia bait.
Yeah. Let's see, what else did we miss? But yeah, I don't really have much of an interest to see the new Beetlejuice movie. Like, I kind of wanted to see the musical that was based on the first movie. That's supposed to be a bangin' musical.
That could make sense to me, though, because, like...
Yeah.
There's a lot of music in Beetlejuice, and it kind of is like a wild, crazy thing, so I could see that happening.
Exactly, yeah. But I don't think that's I don't think it's touring anymore, unfortunately.
No kidding.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see.
Oh my god!
Profetcha was agreeing that we don't finish B because he's saying he's gonna have to walk his dog soon.
Yeah. Also, that would take a long time. I just felt bad because I wasn't able to stream. But also...
let's see. He also says, I've seen more and more people fall out of Magic the Gathering, yeah, and lamenting the fact that this is where Magic is gone, because I guess, Profetcha, you haven't kept up with Magic lately.
Yeah, it can't really... Yeah. I don't see how it comes back from this. Like, once you make it... Oh, sweet, I made it!
Yep. Now keep going.
Next level, yep. You get points based on your distance, I think.
Jack Appleton also warned us that there's another baseball game in our future.
I'm sure there is. I mean, we played a bunch that were out of their associated letter you would expect
order,
in Atari. Also, when we hit there's all sorts of things that are in the wrong spot.
Yep.
When we get to Super Nintendo kind of stuff, you know, like S is super blank. What happened here? Why did it stop? Dude, I got so far. All right.
And in the end, it
anyway,
didn't matter.
So that is Balloon Fight. It's an awesome game.
Balloon Fight is an amazing game.
Yeah, it is. It's actually using the I think I don't remember if Balloon Fight came first, and Satoru Iwata ended up using its flying controls that he made for this for making Super Mario Brothers swimming controls work, but when you go back and forth, you realize it's the same thing. Anyway, we technically didn't get to the second half of B, so I guess we're gonna play Bubble Bobble next time.
Yep. That is an amazing game. I was playing that on my SNES Classic last night.
Yeah.
It
well,
brings me joy.
It's not on the Super Nintendo. Actually, there was a Bubble Bobble. There's a Super Bubble Bobble, but you meant this.
I believe
right?
so. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I just not.
Yeah.
With nostalgia stuff, it just bothers me because it's like I just sit here. I'm like, I don't mind usually because it's like whatever. It's not something I was hoping for a sequel to. But other times I'm just like, big budget Hollywood movies, can we at least make something cool? I don't want to have to go out and constantly seek indie films that are like actually really good and really inventive just to enjoy the movie going experience anymore. I just want a big dumb fun blockbuster movie that's not based on something from like 30 years ago. I say that, and Mad Max Fury Road is one of my favorite movies of all time, so...
So you're saying you're a complete hypocrite, yeah.
In some regard, well, yeah, in that regard, yes, I will say absolutely.
I don't really know any movies that have come out in the past, like, 20 years that I would even say, like, I really loved. Well,
Hereditary was actually really good. I did appreciate that movie.
That I thought were okay. Have you seen Shutter Island? That was okay. I did. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah. Yeah, not many. There's not many that are... granted, I also didn't really watch too much. I play a lot of video games, and I try
like, I don't watch TV anymore. Like, I just mainly focus on games, and I need to get back into movies, because I've got a stack of, like, anime and movies that I still need to finish watching.
Yeah, I'm chipping away at, anime. At the PMs. After the baby's gone to sleep, I'll, like, watch an episode or two of, I recently got Neon Genesis Evangelion. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Finally getting to see it, and it is great. I'm watching Ergo Proxy with Kim, and because it's one of her favorites, and she wanted to show it to me, and it is also great.
Ergo Proxy is really good. Yeah, that was a good choice. Let's see. I've got a stack right here that I need to finish watching, but
oh, good lord.
Well, let's see. I have the... Okay, so I have the Planet... Well, it says Planet of the Apes trilogy, but it's like... the ones that came out in, like, the 2010, so I've got, like, Rise of the Planet, Dawn of the Planet, and War for the Planet of the Apes. And I brought this out because they brought a new movie in this franchise out, so I kind of need to finish watching those. I have yet to sit down and watch Dune Part 1 because I'm waiting to go get Dune Part 2 and just binge it all together, because I freaking love that book. So I want to see I want to have that whole experience, you know, uninterrupted. What else do I have in my stack here? I've got...
That's a good point. Cameron is saying he has a feeling that Beetlejuice and Twister sequels have Chat GPT script writing all over it.
It would not surprise me that some studios would stoop that low.
It's likely already happening. And, like, it's just not coming out. Like, we don't know which one's which is... probably the worst if the audience can't immediately tell a human being didn't do that. Probably because, like, the quality is no different. It's just as bad, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where there's just, like, no heart or art in it in the first place. So how are we supposed to notice that there's no heart or art in the new movies? Yeah.
Let's see. Other movies I need to sit down and watch real quick, because I know we've been going on for a while.
We have. I'm hungry.
Let's see. I've got a bunch of 80s movies I need to finish watching, because I've just been on an 80s kick lately. Like I told you, I watched RoboCop for the first time, like, some time ago.
First time?
Uh-huh.
RoboCop.
I'd never seen the whole movie through until, like, last year.
What? Okay.
Well, because my thing was...
You told me about the game for so long, and you'd never watched the movie?
Well, the thing was, a lot of the versions of the movie that were actually available were, like, the edited versions that you could find. Which actually cut out, like, some really cool effects, and also, like, really kind of did slight alterations to the story.
I don't know which one I watched first. It was a streamed version, so whatever the modern version would have been put on Hulu. I watched it years ago.
Okay,
yeah, I hadn't watched it for a long time either, but still, I can't believe I saw RoboCop before you, for how much you're talking about RoboCop.
But no, the one I finally was able to find was the not rated version, and that version is actually really good. Streets of Fire, which served as the basis, it served as the inspiration for Final Fight.
Cool.
Let's see, Big Trouble in Little China, John Carpenter
in which
gig.
case, have you seen Escape from New York?
I love Escape from New York.
Solid? Yeah.
That's so good. It's like, we need you to go in down to find the president. President.
Call me Snake. Oh my god. Like, once you realize what's going on, like, oh
yeah.
Dear.
And then I also need to watch Conan the Destroyer, because I loved Conan the Barbarian, the first Schwarzenegger movie, and the second movie is supposed to be cheesy and stupid and terrible, and I want to watch that. Let's see. Yeah. And then, like, of course, let's see, I've got to watch Promare, because that's a Studio Trigger movie, and I love Studio Trigger. They're one of my favorite anime studio. I still need to watch Bell from Mamoru Hosoda, the same guy who did Summer Wars. And this basically is just Summer Wars again, or like the ideas behind Summer Wars. But told it like
nearly this much stuff to watch. I think I told you the extent of it.
Yeah. Redline, which nearly bankrupted. I think it was Production IG who made this. But they bounced back from it, and it's like wacky races, but it just takes it to the nth degree. It's so good. And the last one...
Wacky Races is already at the nth degree. I don't think I want anything to do with your watch list right now.
And the last one, I promise is the last one I've got in my stack beside me. Just beside me. Is a 1970s anime called Future Boy Conan, which is the first series that director Hayao Miyazaki ever created. And I'm like, okay, I'm all in. And apparently, it's also served as a lot of inspiration for The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. So I really want to see where the inspiration was drawn from.
That. Yeah. Because Wind Waker is a very different Zelda.
Absolutely. So that's my list.
I was thinking about this the other day about Wind Waker. To actually tie this into games before we try and close this.
Yes.
Because I've mentioned this before. I was reading a bunch of my Legend of Zelda manga for Clover for her bedtime stories. She calls them her Link stories. And I own, if you look up all the Legend of Zelda manga, I own all of them. And
okay, yeah, that's right, you do. Yeah.
Just last month, she, like a day or so before we took our trip, she finished the last chapter of the last book. She has finally 100% read all of the Link stories. So, and you know what she wants?
To start over.
She wants to read Ocarina of Time again, which we've already read twice, by the way. She loves Ocarina of Time.
That's kids for you, though.
Yep. And that's fine. I'll read it to her. It's a shame that I don't have any printed Metroid ones, because there are some. There's some great ones. But anyway, so... because she was so interested in that when we had free time, I would play some of the games for her. And by some of them, I mean, like, I would 100% them because I'd never 100%ed a lot of the Zelda games. Like, I would, I'd beat them, get a lot of heart pieces and stuff, but there's always some that are stumpers, and you don't get or you miss stuff. And most recently, we just finished, reading and playing Twilight Princess. And I intentionally played the GameCube version, because I've only ever played the Wii version. And it's great.
Oh, the GameCube version is good. That's the one I played. I never got a Wii back in the day.
The Wii version... The only reason I'd say the Wii version would be better is because archery with the pointer, like on horseback and everything, it is unmatched.
Like,
it hasn't even been that good in any Zelda game since. It is unmatched. It's perfect. It even makes, like, the Hawkeye item that you can get from Malomart kind of pointless because of how good you can aim. But then, like, even with the GameCube controller, I had no problems. In fact, like, because you're not wobbly, you can, like, really line up your shot and get pristine, like, you can snipe with it. You don't have to worry about drop or anything.
Exactly.
Anyway, so, I had never 100%ed Twilight Princess. And, like, we were going through, we did Ocarina of Time, we did Majora's Mask, we did Twilight Princess. We started Wind Waker, which is where I was getting to this. I know this is my turn for a long tangent that means nothing. But Wind Waker, surprisingly, was the only one she was not interested in.
Really?
The colorful, cartoony one. And I realized what the problem was after, like, the first dungeon of just, like... And that takes a long time to get to the first dungeon and beat it in Wind Waker. That one's extremely slow. And that's kind of the issue. The game is so slow. There is nothing going... Like, giant swaths of empty ocean that you have to sail between and change the direction of the wind, sail in that direction, change it again if you have to course correct because he wants you to go in this part of the map. It's so much nothing, and then when you finally get where you're going, it's like the areas are too small and not interesting enough. Compared to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, where everything is flush and huge and sprawling and amazing. The GameCube at its fullest is pushing Twilight Princess to its limit. It is a late GameCube game. That's why it also came out on the Wii, like, at the same time. Yep. And the GameCube's Wind Waker was pretty early. So the loading is not good. That's why the ocean is so giant, because you have to sail forever to disguise the loading to get to the next area, to know which quadrant you're in, to start loading the islands. Lord. Yeah. And there's so many things you have to do where you're changing the time, changing the weather, the direction of the wind. Like, it is so slow. It's like... The problems of Ocarina of Time, like, that I have with it are the fact that it doesn't respect your time. It's really slow. And, like, it'll ask a lot of you for the player to do something really mundane. Like, say, to change one little thing, you have to run all the way back to the Temple of Time, put the Master Sword back in / pull it out, go back to where you were to notice the change of the thing you just did. It takes forever. Instead of, like, Link to the Past, you look in the mirror. The dark mirror. Boom, you're in the other place. Wind Waker just spreads everything out so wide. Now, I thought it was amazing when I played it because of how big everything felt. But, like, now as the jaded me going back and playing it next to Twilight Princess, between Twilight Princess, we actually had to quit Wind Waker and play Twilight Princess instead. And she was in the whole time, totally in Twilight Princess. And, well, not just because it's my favorite 3D Zelda, but I was like... I'm trying to figure it out. Like, okay, so even, like, a 3-year-old cannot tolerate Wind Waker. It is so freaking slow. And I didn't realize that. Because, like, atmosphere, it's very different. But, God, it respects your time even less than Ocarina of Time does.
Yeah, until you get the warping wind spell or whatever it was to teleport you around,
It's like half the game. And even still, like, that's not all the problems. Like, I know, the HD remaster version of the game, which adds an asinine amount of bloom. So much so that I would say, don't touch it. It's hideous. But it also fixed up a lot of problems, like, a lot of quality of life things that just make Wind Waker more playable. Like, you don't have to play the stupid song every single time you want to change the direction of the wind. You can actually just, like... in your hotkeys things, like, I don't remember how it works, but you can just, like, quickly change the direction to change which way you're sailing. Like, little things like that. But even that doesn't fix how long it takes to get places, how long it takes to just do anything in that game. It's so slow. And the fact that it's, like, it's so... To its own detriment, it is open like Zelda 1, where once you're able to sail anywhere, you'll just be sailing to a bunch of islands, looking around, realizing you can't do anything, and not remember where that particular island was when you need to go back later, when you realize, oh, now I have the thing that can get me past that hurdle, but where was that island? You can even get all the maps charted by throwing bait at the fish, but you don't remember which fish you threw the bait at, and sometimes they tell you important stuff and you don't remember what it was. Like, oh my god, everything.
The other thing, too, is, and I never noticed it as a kid when I played it, but thinking back on it, you can kind of tell that that game was not finished in a lot of regards. Especially in terms of, like, it's not just, I don't want to say content, but I guess in the game world and story-wise.
That I think that's what it was, because it felt kind of like all the pieces were there, like the items and the dungeons and stuff, like everything was there for a Zelda game, but it was like just kind of dropped on the floor randomly, and not in a way that made a lot of sense. Yeah, because to beat the game, you really just have to explore randomly until you find the right stuff in the right order, and none of it seemed to have like the graceful design of. Heck, even Ocarina of Time is kind of sloppy in some places, like where you can't progress into the Forest Temple until you get the hook shot, and the only way to get the hook shot is to, like, go find where the Kakariko grave tender guy's grave is.
Dompe, yeah.
Yeah, Dompe. And, like, it's super weird. Like, there's a lot of strange contrivances in that, but none of them, I think, were as insane as Wind Waker, where it went so wide, it didn't seem to think about those problems that are going to rise. It's like, okay, well, and this is a product of its day and age. If you could play your game and get more hours out of it, the game is better. Was the mentality back then.
That's how we got Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Tooie.
Yes. Yeah, and those might be the worst games that Rare's put out that people know the name of, instead of like the weird no-name stuff. Like, boy,
like
they don't respect your time at all. Freaking Donkey Kong 64, especially. Yeah.
I still think, for me personally, though, like, I can understand why Clover wouldn't like that, because personally, like, just sailing around and just looking around and just kind of being with your own thoughts in that game, it's cool, like, if you're the one doing it. But to, like, just watch someone sail against a nothing of blue sky and blue ocean, that can be frustrating. But yeah, like I said, it's still my favorite 3D Zelda game, but even I will admit, it is really slow, and there are really some weird parts to it that you can tell that they really had to just work around in order to just finish the game, which is really just sad.
My fond memories of it, made me rank it very highly on our Zelda tier lists we did. And after going back and 100%ing a lot of Zelda games, the 3D ones, I'm shocked how Wind Waker did not hold up to my first playthrough that I did, which I thought I loved the game, and I went back and I was like, oh, every time I'd sit down to play it, I was like, oh, God. Like, I used to love this game. What's the difference? So it used to be easy, like, my top 5, maybe even 3 Zelda games, and now I don't even know if it's in, like, it might be in top 10, maybe. Like, it is, Anyway.
We'd have to go back and revisit a couple of those lists at some point.
I think so, especially Castlevania. I have played so many of those Castlevania games now, to completion even. I don't even know how many I could even list that I've completed since then. But
a lot.
Just recently, like a few days ago, I completed Rondo of Blood.
I'm so happy that you did.
Yeah, it's really good. And it's making me look at, like, Super Castlevania, and I'm, like, weirded out, like, why can't I jump on the stairs? That was amazing. I didn't realize, like, how good that was in Rondo. You go to Super Castlevania, I'm like, yeah, I can whip anywhere. This is so much better than... Why can't I jump on the stairs? So I'm getting killed because I'm on the freaking stairs. Like, oh my god. Like, it's almost like there is no perfect Castlevania game.
Nope.
Like, every single one of them has some sort of enormous
something,
yeah. That another one does. And, like, it's just like, why'd you cut that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a classic Vania or one of the weird 3D or the Metroid-y ones. Yeah. There's always something odd.
Yeah, even Symphony of the Night. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's something wrong with every one of them, I swear. But still, they're great. I'm still playing them. I still really love them.
Oh yeah,
it's probably gonna sound really weird coming from me, but
yeah, go ahead.
The Metroid guy, but I think Castlevania is better as the Rondo of Blood, Castlevania 1, 2, 3, Super, the action platformer kind of game. I can
see where you're coming from.
Even if you choose your route like Rondo, I think that's cool. That stays. I love that. But
or like, Castlevania 3.
It was in 3 first, right? But the fact that, like, we don't get to keep that, like, I understand, like, the branching paths and stuff kind of turned into the giant open area, and it turned into a Metroid game, and I love Metroid, but the way that Castlevania works, it's, like, why are we not getting any of those? anymore.
Because everyone wants the Metroidvania style.
Yeah, which I understand. I love them. But, like, from playing the spectrum of Castlevania games, I think they were at their best when they were the 2D action platformers. Maybe that's just because of me coming off of Rondo.
I think that's it, because honestly, if they didn't progress past that, we wouldn't have got stuff like Symphony of the Night and all the other ones.
Right. Which is actually a sequel to Rondo.
Correct.
Really weird, because, like, from, I was stubborn in Rondo. Like, I played as, Maria a few times, but I always went back and I made sure I beat each stage as Richter, because it didn't feel right. Like, it was playing the game, like, on easy mode.
Yeah, she's the joke easy character. Yeah.
And what really stunk with, that was, like, there's actually, like, 4 maidens total, I think, to rescue.
Yes.
And only Maria is playable. Like, I was expecting to get a character each time. And, like, I saw them on the main menu after I died. I'm like, oh, cool, I'm gonna switch to them. Why am I not allowed to switch to them? Why'd you have a cutscene for this character? What's the deal? So, once again, there's gotta be problems with every single one of them. Castlevania 3 had, like, multiple routes where you can get different characters. That was already there. In Rondo, just not quite. And then Stage 7. My god, Stage 7. It's like, everything in Rondo is balanced, and it's, like, pretty good difficulty. Not 7. 7 is like fighting Slogra in Super Castlevania. Like,
it's tedious and difficult, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it was terrible. And doing it as Richter, because I was reading online, people are like, the way to beat this is to play as Maria. I'm like, I don't want to get to Dracula's doorstep as Maria. Like, no, I want to do it as the Belmont. I'm gonna whip my way through it, and the problem is, like, all the enemies are coming in at angles that you can't whip. They're swerving, they're all, the ground's collapsing, the boss, oh my god, the Ghost of Shaft. That fight is horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, he's a joke in Symphony, but no, in Rondo,
No, that fight was so hard. Like, Dracula was a lot easier, honestly. And Dracula was his own level. Like, you go to Dracula, which is cool, actually. Like, you could just start there and just play as, Richter, you go fight Dracula, and you get a bunch of items right beforehand. Doesn't even matter if you die. Cool, just go in and fight Dracula. It's like the easiest Dracula fight probably in the series, if I think of.
Classic series almost, yeah.
Yeah, the classic series. I think that might be the easiest one. After he transforms, the fight's practically over. You get the hard part. The hard part was the beginning, where you're shooting the thing. But man, the sprites, the music, it plays really well. If Rondo could whip in any direction, like in Super, that's the best Castlevania game, no question. But you can't.
Be pretty damn close, yeah.
Yeah, but you can't. And I'm still really bothered by the fact that you can't pick more characters. Like, I feel like Alucard should have been there somewhere. Grant Dynasty would have been cool too. But yeah, there's just well, he's from a different era. Alucard would really be the only one that would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you had, like, one of the other girls, like, your fiance was, like, the magic caster, like, Sypha, that would have been cool.
Well, it might suck, though, because you get hurt in Stage 7, and by that point, you beat the game.
Right, but, I mean, that would make for a fun extra playthrough, if nothing else.
Yeah, sure. Because you can go back and play earlier stages with Maria before you get Maria. And also, you get a different cutscene for saving the maiden if you are Maria instead of Richter.
Yes.
I went back and I tried to do it again to, like, see the other cutscenes, and I don't think it worked. I had to watch it on YouTube, but you can. It's funny. You can rescue Richter's girlfriend as Maria. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, we've been chatting way too long after this. I don't even know how long we've been streaming here, but I haven't been able to talk to you for a while, so I wanted to at least sit down and have some fun with the NES games. We got halfway through the Beast today. I'm not surprised that we didn't finish it because it's just too many. But yeah, there's some good stuff in there. We had like one winner today. Batman: Return of the Joker.
I also wrote down the Batman, the video game as well, because that's just a classic, Yeah,
it is.
But the Return of the Joker for today, that surprised me, because I remember just thinking, oh, this game's just okay. But yeah, revisiting it, I'm like, dang, okay, there's something here.
The graphics, it was like better than Little Samson.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
and
yeah,
Little
yeah,
Samson looks like a modern indie game that shouldn't actually run on the console.
Yeah, it looks like Shovel Knight in some ways. Yeah.
Yeah, Shovel Knight. Yeah, like an 8-bit game that looks too good to actually run on it. Like Shovel Knight, you couldn't actually get that to run on an NES. It's not just because of like, well, one, the file size of the game is enormous, but like there's too many systems going on at once.
Yes.
You know, like the various shops, your inventory, your experience, things that go between screens, the scrolling, the fast action, the music is way too good for the system too. Like that kind of stuff is all gonna make the file size enormous and it won't run. But seeing something, yeah, like Batman: Return of the Joker, that was stunning. I'm glad we're slowly getting a chance to like look through all these, because I would have never thought to boot that and mess around with it.
Why would you? Yeah.
Nor all of the baseball games that we tried to play through the day.
Yeah, because it's like, again, it just kind of goes back to this thing of like, why can't video games be like they used to be on the NES and Super Nintendo, where we had such classics coming out left and right? I'm like, they're only classics in retrospect, and there's also still a ton of garbage you still have to sift through.
Exactly, which is why I think it's so interesting reading Nintendo Power. Because, like, I can read ahead and say, and see their upcoming games and go, oh my god, they've got a banger coming, and then there's like 10 duds, and they don't know that yet.
And you're like, oh, my sweet summer child, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, and there's people, they're so excited about new games coming out, and then, like, they'll cover it. Tons of stuff on this game that is trash in Nintendo Power. And then they'll, like, kind of gloss over something that's insane. That's huge. You know, like I said, like, they did an entire issue, and they've only done this, like, 3 times ever. An entire issue where it was nothing but a guide for Ninja Gaiden 2. They've done this for Mario 3, and then, like, one other game. I think it was Zelda 2? It might have been Zelda 2? I don't remember.
I think so.
But they've only done it, like, from where I'm at reading them. I'm in issue, like, 33, I think. So the Super Nintendo, like, just came out. There's a bunch of new games for that. And I'm looking at, like, what they're excited about for the Super Nintendo. And, like I was mentioning before, like, they are not paying attention to what the insanely good stuff is on that system. And instead, like, they don't know, you know? Like, that's why I kind of thought it was so interesting when we're doing Hitbox. Like, you don't know any different. But right now, we're looking at the year in hindsight. When you actually go back and you read what they're talking about, like, it's so crazy. Because, like, they really will hype up something that's just gonna suck. Or like, they have a completely different mindset when looking at some games. They could play, like, a game that, today you would, like, maybe something we actually ran through and booted. And we said, oh god, this is terrible. And we just, like, tossed it aside and kept going. And I can even read, like, they have their own score system that they came up with, and they'll rate it, like, about as good as a game that's a classic. And I'll look at it like, oh my god, are you out of your minds? But that, like, at the time, that was the mentality. Like, some games just didn't become so ingrained in just gaming in general. Like, there's so many people every time Nintendo releases another one of those NES bundle speedrun challenge games. What's the new one called? NES Championship, whatever.
NES Championship Edition, NES version, yeah, whatever.
Right. See, like, they used to call it NES Classics. A lot of people don't realize, like, that same game that you're playing on the Switch, it came out on the Wii U. It came out on the 3DS.
Yeah,
like,
NES Remix, yeah.
Yeah, NES Remix, that was it. NES Remix. Like, they've been making these. Like, I don't know why people are suddenly like, oh my god, there's a new game gonna be out. And I'm seeing articles like, oh, you're making me look at these old games in a way that I never thought of before. It's because you never booted them, you idiot. Just play the game, you know, like. People complaining like, I can't do co-op with my friends. Like, it's an NES game. It doesn't have online wireless.
Are you honestly going to sit down, take your Switch with you, set it up at your buddy's house,
and get a link cable, Game Boy link cable, and plug it in with the same jack that absolutely works? And plug, right. I don't know. Gaming journalism I've complained about before is like being so outrageous, but when it's clear that I'm reading articles written by, I can only assume teenagers or people who just don't have any grasp on the whole medium. Reading stuff, or the history. More importantly, the history. Writing something that completely inept or just clueless. They write all sorts of stuff, and it comes out when they're writing about old stuff and they don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, that's frustrating. Reading Nintendo Power, that's interesting. That's much better. And go to Discord. Just to let both people who are still listening to us not play games. I posted a bunch of screenshots of this one panel that came out of a Nintendo Power that I was reading. I whited out what Mario says in the panel, and I just started writing other stuff, and oh my god, it's fun. The old art in those, it's just wonderful. But anyway, get a chance if you can. Look online. That's how I'm reading old Nintendo Power. I'm not buying any of that stuff. It costs too much money.
No. Yeah.
Though
and where are you going to store that?
Well, I have a place to store magazines, but like gaming magazines. But the problem, I don't have any old ones. And I would love to have like the original Metroid 2 review playthrough that they did on there. It's interesting because like in Metroid 2, they were thinking about the game in such a strange way. Like even in old games like that, they don't have capture devices, and they have to somehow get really good quality images to print. So that's already like 2 different levels that your photo has to survive through, right?
Yeah.
To make their maps of Metroid 2, this was so unbelievable. They went to every single screen that they could in the game and took as best of a photo as they could, and then in whatever Photoshop existed at the time, superimposed them all together and collected them to build an image that hodgepodge looked like the entire game. So to do this, Samus is in every single shot. So Samus is like just teleported all over the place and standing in weird positions.
Yep.
Could you imagine? Like Metroid 2 is huge.
Yeah.
And on top of all of that, if you do it the way that they're doing it and you're like drawing a map, it will not line up. I think they did that to really screw with people who were making maps, to make you think that you were doubling back on the same place again. When last time, if you thought you were doubling back on the same place and you were drawing a map and you were, no, I'm in a different spot, you were in a different spot. But in Metroid 2, you might go through a doorway, go up and go back left again, and it'll look like you're somewhere else, but you actually are. Like, you somehow, like, moved up too high or left too far than what should have actually happened. And, yeah, like, the map doesn't physically make any sense.
No.
Yeah, I know. Like, I thought that was really clever to mess with map makers and to build that map with pictures on a Game Boy. Thing's not even backlit. I don't know how they did it. It's amazing looking at it. And then, like, seeing them, like, draw this crazy, like, series of lines of where all the segments of the mini-maps are that connected to the greater whole, and how it, like, this is that chunk, this is that chunk, this is where that lava's gonna drop when you kill these Metroids in that area. Like, oh my god. And people would have found this out through trial and error. That's the thing. Like, there's no guides, there's no internet. They're trial and error going through this whole thing. It's like they have teams to try and, like, excavate information out of it. I don't know. It's brilliant. Anyway, I like old games.
Me too. If you couldn't tell, we just love old games. Like I said, I freaking got myself a physical copy of Blaster Master, and I could just sit down and play that anytime on my PC if I wanted to.
Right.
But no, I want to actually play it on an NES. So that's why I went got it. Yeah.
He sent me a photo of it, and I was happy for him.
Yeah, I'm still happy.
That expensive system that I bought is doing some good. We get to play some system. You know, I might even treat myself and try and boot up Ninja Gaiden later. But I'm starving, and I think I gotta get some food. In fact, it's so late now that I think Kim is probably already done making it. I was supposed to help with that. You know, that's important because she had to do a lot of yard work and stuff. In fact, I'm probably in trouble streaming too long. Well, that's gonna be that. We're gonna do the second half of B next week. It's probably for the best that we split that because it sounds like we had way too much to talk about.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a while, so there was a lot to, like, just talk about.
Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, I read another thing. We're watching Gradius right now. There was a code that they were even writing about in Nintendo Power that I didn't even know about. There's a code to make you start with all the items.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was a version or a variation of the Konami code. I don't remember exactly what you did. Maybe it was the full Konami code or what, but yeah, like I'm learning so much just reading Nintendo Power. Like, oh my god, I didn't realize you could do that. some of the codes were kind of lame, like start with 2 extra lives. Like, whatever. You know, that's functionally that doesn't mean anything to me, but I really like when they hid that kind of stuff in there. Anyway, we gotta end this. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. We will see you all next week for some more NES Quest. Booyah.
Yep.